Hello, Rari.
Hello, Mario.
Hello,
I
Mario.
mean, Zach.
It's no longer March 10th. It's not allowed.
But what if I...
Hello, Mario.
Oh, God. I like that the mushroom shows up in the middle of the screen.
It's the comedy.
It's comedy.
It's the giggles. It's the laugh. Oh wow, you've fallen back into orbit 3 seconds ago. Thanks, Twitch.
Yeah. All right, and then go to Discord to announce to basically just vanilla.
Wow, delicious.
There we go. Okie dokie.
Okey spokey.
Okie smoky. Puff puff pass.
Evil. Just eats it immediately.
Nightmare blunt rotation because they don't get it.
It's a crunching your ice in my ear.
I wasn't crunching shit. That was just regular ice bouncing around the glass that I have, okay? It's normal.
I see. It's normal.
Well, the early worm is the winner, or whatever he fucking said. Because he did say it last stream. He said the early bird wins the worm because he's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't owing at water.
Yeah, I see.
Well, you know, like whoa, water. Pog.
Whoa. Water pog.
Yeah.
I'm a...
Kids.
Hmm?
Oh, you know what?
What?
Chicken butt. Very funny.
I'm killing. I don't think I can kill as good as you, but I can still kill. I have to physically do this with my hands, so you know how much effort this is.
Yeah, and he can't even do it that fast.
I'm not Jotaro, okay? Also, the hand tracking would lose it if I went like at speed.
No, yeah, that's exactly. He'd be better off if he had Shink's attack.
Almost. It can almost do it.
At least you have motion blur. That's pretty cool.
It's fast enough that the motion blur is working, and that's really like, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the videos game. I want to see what happened.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're just getting started on some new shit. Sorry, Godot. We are no longer doing coffee. Okay, I'm gonna transition over to the gaming screen. So go gamer space.
Oh, okay. Behold, I get small.
Funnily enough, that was closer to the transition working for you than it was for me because I hit the wrong button and I did it too early.
It was very funny just seeing you on the bottom left screen.
Yeah,
Be very small.
I'm just too small now.
Oh no. Ah. Dang, they need to set like focal length on a bind because then I could do. Because I want to be able to do this. Oh wait, wrong direction. That direction.
Why the long face?
Yeah.
That is a pony. Why so early tonight anyway? Really, I just didn't fuck up. That's really it. In reality, all of the times are 9 p.m. because I really don't want to go later than midnight. But I only have like an hour from after my shift ends, so like sometimes I can just fuck up. And I don't feel like doing it at 9:30. That feels weird, you know?
Damn, 9.5.
Object? What are you objecting to, Vanilla? You will be penalized if this objection does not hold water. Yeah? It's 9 p.m. Eastern. Are you...
Yeah, we did still. You did still fuck up, Zach.
No. Your objection's wrong because it was previously daylight savings time. Now we're not in daylight savings time. My schedule was wrong. It's now correct.
I see.
Time Vanilla out for 10 seconds. I'm mad with power. Thank you, Ari.
I can't believe this.
That's what happens when you're wrong on the internet, okay? No, I'm valid. I'm valid. You
Valid
can't double cheese me. Okay, you can triple cheese me, I guess.
Wow. Mario Kart triple cheese.
Why are you booing me? I'm right. No, you're not. You're incorrect about what daylight savings time is.
Who really knows what it is? See, no one answered. Nobody knows.
I'm looking it up on the internet.
Nope. No. That you don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's impossible to know.
What? Is that right?
No.
Is it currently EST or EDT? Eastern Daylight Time is used from the second Sunday in March during Daylight Savings Time. Eastern Standard Time is used the rest of the year. I guess I need to be timed out for 20 seconds for being wrong.
Yep.
I don't think you can do that to the streamer.
Time to find out.
You've both redeemed Big Shinks. There's a Big Shinks on top of the first Big Shinks.
That's great. Damn, no, I can't do that to you. I can't do anything.
The Tower of Shinks has been defeated. Oh! And the second one hit me and knocked me out again, despite the fact that it's no longer here.
And the second Shinx has hit the Zac.
I need to put a cooldown on that shit.
No, it's funny.
Isn't there already a cooldown on it? What the hell? Your
Oh, sorry.
rewards. Channel points. Big Shinx. Where is it? Edit. Cooldown.
Wow.
Okay, a cooldown. What happened?
Nothing.
Corner of my eye, I saw polygons happening.
No, nothing happened.
Did you
Everything
turn
was
into
normal.
Andros?
No, I would never do that.
Okay, there's now a 1 minute cooldown between Big Shinxes. So
What?
I pulled up the stream manager again and saw again, like through the delay, the shapes again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a normal bot.
Mm-hmm. So if I turn away, you're not gonna like shift.
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't believe in shifting.
It was extremely funny. It was.
That's true.
But I don't want any one person's big shinks to override someone else's. So a minute cooldown's fine. It's still cool enough. It's still fast enough that you can rapid succession kick my ass. And what? Hey!
What was that? Who did that?
Who made you transparent? Bat tricks!
That's true.
It's because we're not playing the game. The bat is looking for enrichment elsewhere.
That's not true.
Oh, you just turned on lighting. That's what it was. I saw the shadow on your snout.
Yeah. I've revealed my Polygon secrets. Don't tell Twitch.
I'm gonna.
No, don't do that.
What are you gonna do?
I guess I get banned.
Oh, I thought you were gonna come over and kick my ass.
Oh, I would never do that.
Yay! I'm free from violence.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. God damn it! There's so much hatred. Ow. Actually, let me double check my power-ups.
That's true. Shinx is full of cheese. Lactose intolerance.
Okay. Shinx is not full of
Oh.
hate, only cheese. There's so much hatred in firing the Shinxes at me. And that's where the hatred is. It's not the Shinxes. It's the man behind the slaughter.
Oh. I can report you. That's all I can do.
Please don't. It's not
I hate how
hatred.
much.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, if I hate like how many extra clicks you need to report like bots.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Like, banning is so easy, but it's like they don't think there's a bot problem. But,
No, it happens on every platform. That's normal.
so if it's across the internet, make it easier.
Yeah.
Make it make sense, Twitch. Okay. I think we've clowned around enough.
Bonus. A bonus.
Let me go back to the opening so we can watch that cutscene again, because it was really funny.
Big puppy.
We're not going to voice it because it goes too fast to voice and read with Discord delay.
Oh, I thought we got through it.
Yeah, we did. So watch the last stream.
Simpson. And Judy's Bake and Bow.
This case takes place before the winner was even born. Well, the winner's dad exists. Also, doesn't it like half take place in the future? I don't know. I remember Jello Apocalypse's video on Investigations 2. But this was also like the it was a fan translation, and also it's been a while, and also that was focused mostly on the jokes. So
Ooh, the books.
the books.
I did something wrong.
Oh no, you got pixelated. Yeah, no, you fucked up. You turned into squares. Did you turn anti-aliasing off?
Oh, no, I made me smaller.
Oh, you made the window go tiny.
Yeah.
Anyways, Gregory Edgeworth. Pre-bullet in his heart.
I heard that was a pretty good time.
Yeah. I think most people, no, that's a lie. Most people are pre-bullet in the heart. No, that would imply most people get shot in the heart. I don't think that's true. I hope it's not true.
I don't know. You never know what you know what, this joke sucks. Never mind.
No more jokes. Well, Fender, are you finally going to tell me what we're doing here? Why have you brought me to an art gallery of all places? Hey, you had nothing going on. I don't know what is with Switch Mobile and time traveling you. Yeah. For all the decent work Twitch does to have a streaming hosting website, there's a lot that's just broke. Go back a minute. Seemed like the perfect chance to come and enjoy the magic of star sign stuff together. I'm leaving. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Chill, big guy. I'm just joking. You know about the IS-7 incident, yeah? Your old man's last case? Of course, Von Karma took great pleasure in showing me the files as soon as I became a prosecutor. Okay, Edgeworth, you're a prosecutor now. That means I can legally show you how much your dad sucked. Look at these. Look at how bad he did. I kicked his ass in this case.
Stinky.
I reviewed them again last night after your invite, see? I was also present at the trial all those years ago, although my memories of it are somewhat hazy. So, is this the trial where Edgeworth called Von Karma a lying sack of shit and got a penalty, and then afterwards the DL6 incident happened? Or was this before then? As a child, I was completely in awe of my father. The sight of him in court was inspirational. He did a really good point. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, and opposite him, the man who had become my mentor, Manfred von Karma. It was quite a case. However, it ended with the conviction of the accused. Ah, so you were there too. You were in the courtroom for Gregory's final outing? Well, that'll make explaining things easier. I wanted you to know something, see? That's something being what really went down. Not the truth in those files, but the capital T truth. And then they lowercase t it again.
It's funny.
Yeah. It was 18 years ago, smack dab in the middle of a real doozy of a winter. Sorry, I was thinking about that fucking kid. Winter. The buildings were covered with a blanket of snow. Looked like the streets were lined with popsicles. But things weren't so innocent behind those frozen doors. In fact, some pretty sordid stuff went down. This is back before yours truly was the fine figure of an attorney you see before you today. 18 years ago. I know it's not, but it'd be really funny if this entire thing was in color, was in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
18 years ago, in this point in the timeline, was not like black and white era. It was like the 90s at most. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think. How should I fuck with Fender's voice for a kid Fender?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. It did say December 24th, right? Okay, right. So this is he's saying it's 18 years ago because it's been 3 years since Von Karma got put away, which makes this 15 years. Like, this is the precursor to the DL6 incident. Okay. Okay. Hey, Mr. E, this one really came out of the blue, huh? It did. We were called in before the ink on the arrest papers was even dry. I'm Gregory Edgeworth, extremely straight and narrow.
Damn.
Unless you want to take Fender for Kid Fender.
I would probably just do the same thing that you're doing. Sure.
Okay. I'd appreciate it. It feels like it's going to be a lot of them two talking.
That's true.
My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. I'm here visiting a client with my assistant, Eddie Fender. I like dirt and a glass of water with no ice.
Jumping into light fierce.
Jumping into getting shot in the heart.
A murder on Christmas Eve? What's the world coming to?
I don't know who this is
In
going to
the
be.
dark of the night, at the end of the day, I saw two timely saviors a-comin' my way. Okay.
Perfect.
Welcome, my friends, to the visitor's room. And if we're not friends yet, I'm sure we will be soon.
Whoa, talk about an entrance!
Jazz hands! He's back!
There it is.
I was not expecting that.
Look at his fucking face. Look at his fucking face. Neither was I. Sorry if I surprised you. I'm just so happy to see you both. Thanks so much for coming out. Seriously, I can't thank you enough. You're the accused, I take it. I am. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, at your service. I look forward to representing you. Where were the jazz hands before? AAI case 1? I don't know, because in the gallery they showed up when we beat case 2.
Yeah.
But I don't remember when that would have happened in case 2. It's not like any animals did a trick or something. Maybe the gallery was a spoiler. I believe that.
I can't believe this.
This is my assistant, Eddie Fender. The only time I can think of was case 1 of the first game. Oh, okay.
Pleased to meet you, sir. I'll do everything I can to help.
Come now, Edward. Calm down, please. You'll have to forgive him. He's still new to this. I would have preferred my son, but he is a child. He's been helping me out part-time, but he's far from fully fledged lawyer material yet. Nonetheless, I'm hoping he'll be of some assistance in investigating the particulars of this case. Was Jack Portsman? Yeah. Gregory and Eddie, it's an honor to meet you both. My job as a defense attorney is to save my clients from wrongful convictions. So the first thing to do is establish whether or not he is truly innocent. Perhaps we could begin by having you tell us a little about yourself. What am I thinking? I haven't even told you my name. I'm Samson Tangaroa. Tangaroa?
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah. What? It's really you?
I had the S because it said it really you.
It really is you.
Oh, really is you. Oh, I can't read.
Samson Tangaroa, the world's greatest confectioner?
AKA Jeffrey Master. Tangaroa was better because of the fucking tango. But also, I feel like I can definitely understand wanting to avoid Spanish stereotypes, maybe just a little bit.
Nah.
All right, we're leaning in. You flatter me, I'm avoiding any Spanish stereotypes with the voice. I'm not doing that shit.
You're fine.
You flatter me, my young friend, and call me Samson. All my pals do.
Wow. Thanks, Samson. I will. I can't believe I'm meeting you in person.
Look at his fucking face.
Absolutely not a cool guy at all.
It seems Eddie knows something of our client.
Mr. E, it's the Samson Tangaroa, the singing and dancing confectionery making sensation.
He was Chocolate Guy before Chocolate Guy. And also he was doing TikTok dances on it too.
Holy shit.
How does he move his whole hand without moving his arm? Who? Is there... Oh, is Fender writing without moving his arm? Okay, Eddie was writing. What shall we make today, kids?
Yeah! Macaroons, waffles with cream, chevron cakes that are light as a dream.
Laugh and sing, smile, it's true. All that sweetness waiting for you. Look there.
What,
Over
where?
there. The oven's got something special to share.
Bing.
Now let's see what we've got for you.
Yeah!
Oh, I almost started dancing along. He did hit the pose, and that's really good. He's just like, ooh, nope. I'm cool. I'm calm, collected. I'm a lawyer. I'm so straight-laced, it hurts. I'm in so much pain by how much I want to let the rhythm take control.
So much in pain because of how straight I am.
No way! I got to sing with Samson Tangaroa. This is a dream come true.
Oh yeah, his hand is moving,
Yeah.
completely laterally. now that I see it, I can't unsee it. Thanks, Vanilla.
It's like the pose and everything is great for the hand, for writing. Well, I guess it's terrible in the sense that you can't see what you're writing.
Yeah, it's also like tilted really far because he's writing so close to the chest. But also, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. We get what's going on.
Thanks, little pal. It means a lot to hear you say that.
I do want to see the sprite.
Oh, the original?
Yeah.
You'll have to look it up, unfortunately. Because
when we get done.
No, okay, yeah. My apologies, but I think we need to discuss the matter at hand. Of course. I'm sure you're both very busy. All right, where would you like me to start? So you're not just a confectioner, but also a singer and a dancer. I sure am. When I'm having fun, my body just starts moving. You must really enjoy making desserts. Haha, wouldn't be much of a confectioner if I didn't. I live to make sweets that will bring joy to others.
Hey, they're not just things, they're works of art. Sparkling, dazzling, mouth-watering creations. The stuff that dreams are made of.
So he aims to create joyous and inspirational pieces, does he? Thank you for agreeing to represent me. What does it say also? Proof of my profession, polishing it every day has just become another part of my daily routine.
Is this your badge number here on the back?
That's right. The number itself doesn't mean much, of course.
Well, if it doesn't really matter, then I want mine to be a string of repeating digits.
I'd actually pay to see that. Mr. Edgeworth, I finally got my lawyer's badge. 69, 69, 69.
And if you look really closely, there's a 420 in between the 69s.
I put that one there myself, Mr. Edgeworth. They said no, but I said yes.
Your badge is in the shape of a sunflower, right, Mr. E? Does that have some kind of special meaning, or...?
It does. Sunflowers follow the sun, correct? In other words, they always face the light. Just as we attorneys do. We should always aim to be on the side of liberty and justice.
Wow. Then I'm gonna work hard and be just like a sunflower when I'm an attorney.
I've no doubt that you will. Anyways, thank you for agreeing to represent me. The scales on my badge mean something, Mr. Tangaroa. They represent justice and fairness. We'll see to it that you get a fair trial, and if you're innocent, you will walk free. Please, shake my hand. Come on. It's just sitting here. Don't leave me hanging. Well,
Damn.
I'm sad now, but until then, I'm going to need you to sit tight and trust me. I will. I do. Thank you. I understand that the incident in question happened at your mansion. It did. We were holding an international confectionery contest there when a body was discovered. A body was found inside one of my creations.
Huh. Inside one of your... No way.
The detective in charge placed me under arrest because of it, and now, here I am. But I could never take a life. Never! I'm sure the police will see that too in time. They'll realize their mistake.
I sure hope so.
I don't know, though. ACAB. Haven't you heard? And what can you tell us about the victim? His name is Artie Frost. He was taking part in the contest. Mr. Frost was a wonderful confectioner. His creations were things of real beauty. Can we see his profile? God, he is fucking sculpted.
He's kind of gaunt.
Yeah. He looks... You know what this is? This is Victor from Arcane. He's about to have... him and Samson are Jason Victor. They find each other in every universe. I just don't understand. Why did he have to die? I'm sorry. He seems genuinely upset over the victim's death. I think I have a pretty good measure of the man now. Mr. Tangaroa, there's just one last thing I need to confirm with you. You didn't kill Mr. Frost, correct? Correct. I swear to you I didn't do it. Like I told you, I could never take a life. Never. He seems quite sincere. All right, I'm going to take you at your word. Thank you for being so forthright with me. Likewise, it's good to talk to somebody other than those detectives. Where do we go? Oh, we go away.
What water zone?
The water zone. That's where the water is.
Big sippy.
We're going to head to the scene of the crime. We'll be in touch when we have something more to tell you. Goodbye, Gregory. Goodbye, Eddie. I'm counting on you both. Doop doop doop.
Goodbye, Simpson.
6 p.m. The fountain room.
Wow.
It's pretty cold out here, huh, Mr. E? I never saw so much snow.
Yes, and it doesn't seem like it will be letting up anytime soon.
But just look at this place. What a sweet house Samson's got. It's huge.
Yes, big enough to hold an international confectionery contest, no less.
Welcome, welcome, everyone. Come on in, we'll have some fun. Oh no! Are you alright? I'm so sorry. Do you happen to be Mr. Gregory Edgeworth by any chance?
I would. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Eddie Fender, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Fender? Welcome to our humble abode. Judy Bound, it's an honor to meet both of you.
Judy Bound, huh?
Bound. I say
Bound.
boat. Bound. Bound, 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 bound.
Bound Bund Cake.
Bound cake. Bounding box.
Put her in a box. Catherine Hall. Strange.
I'm the housekeeper here, and Mr. Tangaroa's assistant. You're no housekeeper. You're Judy Bound. The Judy Bound. You know a little something of my work? A little? I watch you on TV every chance I get. I'm Bacon Bob's biggest fan. It's very kind of you to say so. We'd be nothing without our fans.
And what might Bake Bop be?
It's only the biggest show on TV. Every kid on the planet loves it.
Honestly, her pose here goes kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, it's great. I could never balance a cake while that's happening.
Look at her fucking... look at how hard they're trying to get her fucking collarbones.
Oh yeah, damn, those things are going insane.
Yeah.
The dynamic duo of Samson and Judy make delicious sweet stuff, all while singing and dancing. Like this. Check it out.
Oh, God. Eddie, please.
Yeah. Yeah! What shall we make today, kids? Cookie dough, caramel too, fluffy cream tiramisu. Everyone come along. Baking treats with a smile and song. There's true. The oven's got something special for you. Bing. Just take a bite and you will see. That was a wonderful performance, Mr. Bender. Bravo.
So I'm listening, and they are playing a tune.
Yeah,
And that's supposed to be, you know, like going with the words.
I'm trying.
No,
Also
I
just did.
I know. It's so hard to like be on pitch to a tune you don't know what's happening. I need to take a quick BRB.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, the violence.
Killing. Taking over the stream.
Uh-oh.
My stream now. Hello, everybody. The Huawei stream begins. Behold, the mini effects.
Horrifying. I'm back.
Well, this is now Evil Stream.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Can
we are
we-
no longer evil.
Okay, yay! I'm
We're
glad.
so normal.
I was worried about the void, and it was taking over, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful performance.
I dance along every time I watch the show.
Perhaps Miles might enjoy it too. I'll suggest it later. I know how much he loves television.
But all this dancing really takes it out of a guy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the world's worst hostess. Here, nothing relaxes the body and mind quite like a cup of tea.
Look at these star-shaped cups and this moon-shaped teapot. That's crazy.
It looks deciduous.
Clink, clink. Clatter, clatter.
Clatter, clatter. Clatter, bladder.
Ah, this is Ceylon, correct? Ceylon? Kalon? Ceylon. This is tea, right? Pretty good. Its citrus aroma is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, as I recall.
Interesting. So this is what Ceylon tea tastes like, huh?
How odd. The saucer's cold.
Yes, it's so the tea cools down more quickly. I'm afraid some of our guests don't like it too hot.
I see. These teacups are very unique, too. The design is really something.
You think so? Thank you so much. I ordered them all the way from France. They're my absolute favorite. They were designed by a marvelous sculptor named Paul Halik. Have you heard of him?
Paul Halik. What's the pun there? Paul Halik. Nothing.
I might have also, if it's French too, I probably just mispronounced it.
No, it's definitely Paul Halik. Like it's Paul Halique. Paul
What?
Pierre Hoque. Nothing. No idea. Anyways,
Brain too empty. He makes the most amazing tableware in the world.
you're clearly a big fan of his work.
Oh, I am. These teacups are my greatest treasure.
She's certainly not afraid to show when she's passionate about something. If you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to move on to the reason we're here. Can you tell us everything you know about the unfortunate incident that occurred earlier?
Oh, I of course. I'm sorry for getting so distracted. I guess I'm still in shock. Because I'm the one who found the body, you see.
You discovered the victim. Is it true that the body was recovered from inside one of Mr. Tangaroa's creations?
It is. We were in the middle of the contest's final judgment phase when I heard the sound of something big collapse coming from Samson's room. Samson, are you in there? Here. I opened the door and went inside, and there was Mr. Frost's body.
Thank you. I'm sorry to make you relive such a traumatic experience. I sure hope my son doesn't have to go through any traumatic experiences. That would surely suck for him. He would have to be saddled with some sort of feelings.
Damn.
Unnecessary or otherwise.
Think nothing of it, please. I only wish I had more to tell you.
Now, if you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to begin our investigation of the crime scene.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you have to save Samson. He's no murderer. He could never do something like that.
Of course. Leave
Leave it to us, Miss Bound. Thank you so much. I'll go serve the others their tea then.
Come, Eddie, to the scene of the crime. Give me that
Bye.
paper also.
Crinkle.
I'll have to discipline you by wagging my finger disapprovingly.
Crinkle. Yes, sir, Mr. E.
Detective Bad! Before his trench coat got all full of bullets.
No way! Everything in the room, in this room, is made of chocolate. I can't believe I'm getting to see so many of Samson's creations this up close and personal.
I might be more excited myself if the room wasn't a murder scene.
Ugh, just hearing you say that sends a shiver down my spine.
That might just be the temperature in here. It's rather cold.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it's pretty chill.
Defense on the scene already. That was fast. A pleasure to meet you, Gregory Edgeworth. I'm representing Mr. Tangaroa. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender.
Nice to meet you.
Bad. Detective Tyrell Bad. Vanilla likes his theme. Let's jam to it for a bit. It's a good theme.
The detective in charge is named Bad, man of few words.
Oh, now I see that they do have his sleeve moving, but it's still not moving his arm.
Something about this just doesn't taste right.
Yeah?
Maybe I should get some of the chocolate in there.
You're eating your notepaper. Ugh.
Well, how else am I gonna remember it?
Kid, that's so fucked up you got me reaching for my piece.
But what's a piece?
He likes to chew over his thoughts rather literally, I'm afraid. It helps him to digest and remember them. It's a little quirk of his. Please try to ignore it. Although I'd be the first to admit that's easier said than done. With introductions out of the way. Detective Bad, would you mind if we joined you investigating the scene? Sorry, not gonna happen.
What? How come? Mr. Edgeworth is Mr. Tangaroa's attorney.
Yeah, and attorneys will do anything to get him off the hook. Even put words in their clients' mouths. Gotcha. Fucking gotcha with that one. You think I need that on my crime scene?
Mr. Edgeworth would never do something like that. Get cheesed.
But it was funny though, so...
Yeah, but so was the cheese.
Oh, you know what? That's fair. I don't trust attorneys. Okay, kid? Detective, you established my client's supposed guilt based on an investigation of the crime scene, correct? That's usually how it works, yeah. What of it? Then extend me the same courtesy. I believe he is innocent and would like the chance to prove it. You believe he's innocent, and you didn't even see the scene yet? That's some flimsy lawyering. That's exactly why I wish to see the scene for myself. I need to ensure that my belief is based on solid evidence and sound reasoning. You about to tell me you're not leaving until I let you look over the scene? I am. Fine. Knock yourselves out. Thank you, Detective. but I'm coming around with you. Like I said, I don't trust attorneys. If you're good with that, go ahead and get to it.
That was a lollipop this whole time?
I must admit, I didn't see that coming either. I am also quite shocked.
He 4-kid censored himself.
We'd better get started then. I'll need you to take notes, Eddie.
On it, Mr. E.
Let's get this over with.
Damn, those are some sick moves, Mr. E. Hell yeah. Break it down.
My favorite video game is Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh, damn. I can tell you're a Falco main.
Fool that you are. I main Mewtwo.
What the fuck?
You see, because it has 2 in the name, that means it's better than the other characters.
Oh, shit. Can't beat that logic.
If Pikachu is so good, where is Pikachu 2?
Isn't that what Raichu is?
No, Raichu is an entirely separate beast.
But,
They don't know I can use logic. What is it? You're doing this all wrong. An investigation is like a popsicle. You have to lick it.
huh.
You walk around the scene, look at stuff, talk to witnesses. Everything you do is like a lick of that lopsy. Blah, 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 blah. Slowly you eat away at it. Until all that's left is the stick. And written on that stick is the truth. Then I suppose I'd better hope it doesn't say guilty. Raichu mention? Raichu mention! That's true.
Yeah.
Look at my badge. Attorneys are bad luck. Nothing good ever happens with you guys around. You trample the scene, jump to conclusions. You really think that of all of us, me included? Not a yes, but not a no either.
A real crime scene. This is so exciting.
This isn't a game, Eddie. Fool that he is. I need you to take it seriously.
Don't worry, Mr. E. I'm taking notes on everything.
You are? What kind of notes?
Notes about how all this delicious stuff is made. I can't wait to try it for myself.
I'm not playing around, Edward. Take this seriously.
I can't believe you used my real name.
I'm hitting you with the government, Edward.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
Better. There's some very tasty tableware here, along with some kitchen utensils. This tea set is of the same design as the one Miss Bound served us with earlier.
You think Samson could have been drinking tea out of that?
The pot and cup were dusted for prints. His were the only ones they found. And was that the case for the utensils, too? Everything else had been washed, so there weren't any prints to find. And if Mr. Tangaroa was wearing gloves while he was working on his confectionaries, that could explain why prints were only found on the teapot and cup. I see that fucking stepladder. I want to talk about it. A well-equipped kitchen, as one might expect. Sadly, it doesn't look like there's much to be found in the way of clues. Nothing of interest in the fridge either. We checked. Damn it! Let me stepladder.
This guy in red's been posing for a while.
Okay. Do you want to take him, or do you want me to take him?
Sure.
Okay.
In a fight?
And you are?
Sorry, meditating. Did you want something, detective?
Oh, I'm an attorney, not a detective. Gregory Edgeworth, a pleasure to meet you.
And I'm his assistant, Eddie Fender.
I see. Name's Carmelo Gusto.
Carmelo Gusto!
Comedy.
I'm a confectioner here for the contest.
You are? What's your specialty, Mr. Gusto?
The art of air and sugar. The two most powerful elements.
In Infinite Craft, you can make a lot of things with air and sugar.
No way, look at that! It's a little baby seahorse! That's so cool.
It's a dragon, a noble soaring creature of the skies.
That's a dragon?
It does look more aquatic than airborne.
No need to sugarcoat it. My design sense is weak. I know that better than anybody.
He would not sugarcoat it and then would go for Electric Wind Godfist. I was a weak confectioner, so my grandfather threw me off a volcano. That's how I got this scar. I don't know enough about Tekken to make more jokes than that.
I think that's good enough.
Good enough. We got there.
That's why I'm heading to Xingfa when this is all over. I need to train hard.
Perhaps we should get off the subject of his design sense for now. It seems like he'll keep on berating himself forever. What are you doing in here, Mr. Gusto? I didn't think they were allowing civilians on the scene yet.
Detective wanted to know more about one of the pieces in here.
Makes sense, seeing as he's a contestant. Perhaps I should ask him a few questions of my own. Those are some interesting implements you use, Mr. Gusto.
What's he gonna make?
A chicken!
Sugar blowing plums. Plums?
Plums!
Sugar blowing pumps. They put air into the sugar.
Okay, so like, what kind of sugar? Like, is it just...
I got nothing.
Cotton candy doesn't make sense.
Oh, that's like, superheated sugar.
A ball of caramel, but like caramel's also not like... Is it simple? Is it simple syrup? Malleable sugar dough? Okay, that would make sense if it's a dough.
Yeah, because it looks like a sugar cookie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're so cool. It's like watching a sword master do his thing.
I'm no master. Not a day goes by that I don't hurt myself one way or another.
Okay, I love that he sucks. I love that he sucks shit. Like, he's doing all these cool tricks, and everyone's impressed, and he's impressive. But then he's like, no, I suck so bad. That was supposed to be a dragon. I hurt myself.
That's why I wear red. That way it doesn't matter when I make a mess. The way of the confectioner is a lonely one. You never stop learning. Not until you die.
The way of the confectioner sounds like a long one, too. If he's still injuring himself on a daily basis, Jesus Christ.
I'm also so terribly lonely.
Do you want to exchange numbers?
I just want someone to talk to.
Do you have a Snap? I'll add you on LinkedIn. Oh, can we investigate this? Can we turn this around? Oh.
Look, there's something stamped on the bottom. It says PH in the coffee.
I suppose that must be Paul Halik's pottery mark. Those are his initials, after all. Clear as day, Zach. Miss Bound said she is a big fan of his work. I'm not going to let you just get away with adding that in at the end.
It's funny.
I don't know much about Deadly Premonition, but I do know that.
I should force you to watch. Oh, yeah, that does fit, huh? His initials, huh? So I, if I'd made it, it would say EF. I'm really new to the concept of a signature. That's just your initials.
Yeah, I signed my name by printing it in regular text because I'm bad at cursive.
I just put my face on it.
I just eat it. That's how I sign documents. The government's really mad at me. I can't drive.
Boy, filing taxes sure is going to be fun.
Perhaps you should practice by initialing your personal belongings first.
I mean, I just eat them.
Yes, what a gorgeous design. Honestly, I'd have it. This teapot is pretty baller, you know?
Yeah.
Though,
You
I
should
don't
put
know
one
about...
in your space.
Hmm?
You should put one in your ship.
And that's if my ship ever becomes real.
Damn.
Also, how does this get hot, you know?
Wait a second. It gets hot over there.
Microwave? No! This metal has so many jaggy points. Actually, it's probably ceramic. It's pottery, that's right. Though this looks metal, you know? This ring here.
It looks like a Bunsen burner.
It does look like a Bunsen burner itself. It looks like you connect it to the gas directly.
Yeah. Really? It just seems a bit out there to me. Like, how do you even get your tea in there?
Here, the top. Art isn't about function, Eddie. It's about form. Cursed, it is cursed. Hi, Taze.
Hi, Days. Guess I'll have to take your word for it, Mr. E. This art stuff is way beyond me.
Yeah, I just like writing words in my notepaper and then eating it.
Yeah, keep the ideas to yourself.
Later, but I heard Raichu mentioned. It's true. Hi, Cinnamon.
Yeah.
We mentioned Raichu. Raichu's better than Pikachu, too.
Is Raichu just Pikachu 2?
No,
Or is it a separate creature?
it's better. Cinnamon agrees with me. Architecture is about form and function, Mr. Edgeworth. That's true. You remember that fucking building they made that was like, so how are you going to deal with the shear forces? It looks like it'll just fall down. And then all the people in the building were like, oh shit, I guess it will fall down. You hear that story? One of the skyscrapers in New York had this like cool design built to like have like pillars over like an old church. So they would get the permission and they would still get to have their, you know, chapel. But they would still get the land to build a skyscraper. But the way they built it, an engineering student was like, after the building was built, was like, so, how do you deal with forces going this way? And the architectural student, the teacher was like, that's a good question. Let me email the architect and see what he thinks. The architect gets the email, looks at the student's question, is like, "Oh shit! No, we didn't account for those forces in that direction at all. If New York gets hit by a super strong wind, this building's going down." So what they did is, in the middle of the night, they sent in welders to weld some steel supports together so that it would resist those forces better. And they didn't tell anyone either that the building was at risk of collapse.
Well, it's better. Hooray!
No harm, no foul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Except,
how I like my world.
Except, probably, a little bit. Maybe don't have people working in the building that, is
It
at
didn't
risk.
collapse. It's fine.
It didn't,
fine.
so it's fine. You know what? You're so right.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the contest? Based on what we've seen so far, flavor doesn't seem to be the only criteria at play. I'm only just understanding that this is like an art competition.
The contest was Tangaroa's idea. It's about art. Confectionery as art.
Confectionery is art?
Art you can eat. Every part of it.
You know that chocolate guy?
Every single item in this room is edible.
Even the floor?
Try harder. You can eat marble once.
The whole place does kind of smell like chocolate.
Tangaroa is a genius. A once-in-a-generational talent. Flavor and flair, he has it all. Then if you can't outdo the god of confections himself, you can't win.
I don't know, man. Beating out the greatest in the world seems kind of hard, yeah?
As it should be. Whoever beats him becomes the greatest in turn.
It's the King of Fighters Championship.
Flavor and hair.
That's the real prize here. Nothing else matters.
So you're competing for a title, effectively.
And a treasure. The ultimate cookbook. Tangaroa's most prized possession. If you want to know more, it's all written down here.
Shoot.
It's a list of rules that was given out to contestants.
You can eat this paper, too.
I'll learn so much.
Well, let's look at the rules. Ultimate Cookbook, the prize of the world's greatest confectioner. Judging will proceed clockwise from the leftmost room. All contestants to gather in Mr. Tangaroa's room when judging ends. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration. Stands and display materials will be provided. Contestants may not enter another contestant's room until judging has been completed. Okay. About the incident.
Sorry, I don't know much about what happened. I only heard about it after the judging was over.
How is the judging organized?
It started at 3 p.m. Tangaroa began making the rounds right around then. He left his own room, then worked his way around the venue clockwise. My creations were the first to be judged.
Scone's room?
After that, he went to Scone's room. She's another one of the contestants.
What can you tell us about her?
Ruthless. Brutal. There's nothing she wouldn't do to win. She was working with Cream, some kind of dreamscape.
A creamscape, if you will. Please don't, actually. I've decided I'm going to kill myself.
Boo. Then last of all, Frost's room. His thing was flavored ice, sculptures this time, or so I heard.
Bound found the body while Tangaroa was still making the rounds. She panicked, ran to call the cops. Tangaroa went right on judging, claims he didn't know a thing about it until afterward. Went ahead and looked over the victim's work, even though the guy was nowhere to be seen. Pretty suspicious behavior in anyone's book. I don't have enough information to challenge him on that yet. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you and Mr. Gusto talking about earlier? I was gonna ask about the piece on the wall here, the one in the frame. Seemed like something was off. Thought I'd better ask somebody who knows about this stuff. Oh, the fucking handprint? Okay, yeah.
Chocolate handprint.
Angel beset by thorns, a diary of despair, the light of life. Also, the light of life is missing a candle. Or is that intentional? Is that art? Then you bozos showed up and pulled me away from my very important work. Perhaps we can take a closer look at it together. Can't take a hint, can you? Mr. Gusto, would you mind helping us out?
Of course, confectionery is my life. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Thank you, that's very kind of you.
I'm tired of injuring myself.
A candelabra made of chocolate. There's a title here, The Light of Life. Well, this particular light seems to be missing one of its life-giving flames. Does it have some sort of symbolic meaning, or could it be missing? It's a journal belonging to the captain of the chocolate ship, also made of chocolate. A diary of despair. That's some title. Come hearken, see how we crossed the sea and rode the red tide to misery. Quite a jaunty rhyme for such a tragic-sounding tale. Boop. Looks like a fire alarm. Yeah, before you start prodding it, it's not made of chocolate. Push it and bells will start ringing. People will come running from the security room. A whole bunch of hassle, so don't. I know you want to, but don't. Honestly, the thought hadn't even crossed my mind. Eddie? Typical attorney. What does being an attorney have to do with anything?
Funny leaf missing.
Oh yeah, that's two things. That's true.
Yeah. Who knew you can make a whole picture with this pretty out of chocolate? Samson really is a god among men.
Eddie, take it easy. Is it really made of chocolate, though? It looks far too much like a regular illustration to me.
You have a good eye. I'm impressed. That's no piece of candy. That's the ultimate cookbook.
Oh, that's the cookbook in there, but it's in a chocolate frame. The ultimate cookbook. In other words, the grand prize.
What? So it's not made of chocolate after all?
No, the book is simply inframed in some. Tangaroa showed it all to all of us. Showed it to all of us when he gathered us here to explain the rules.
So the participants knew that the grand prize was in this room the whole time. Anyway, you see it too, right? The frame. Something's missing. Ah, the oddity Detective Bad was going to ask Mr. Gusto about earlier, yes. You're right, Detective. Something is missing from this frame. So it's not just me.
Huh? What's missing?
I'd better show Eddie which part of the frame is missing some chocolate. He's pretty dumb.
Take that!
Take that! Look at the decorative work in the corner here. Something's missing, no?
Oh yeah, it's different from the other side.
That's not like Tangaroa. The balance is all wrong.
But that's not all. Take a look around. Every confection in this room is missing some small bit.
You're right. The candle holder, the nautical stuff, they're all like that. Did somebody deliberately damage them? Green?
That's a very good question. I'm proud of you for saying it in green. You're like the sun I never... Or did Tangaroa just want it to look like somebody messed with his work?
He'd never do that to his own creations. Ever!
Could this have some deeper meaning for the case? I'd better use my logic powers. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Like the fucking handprint, that's really obvious. Are these finger marks? Yeah, but we don't know whose yet. Still haven't figured it out. No fingerprints, no ID. Finger marks without prints. They certainly could be important to the case.
It's a real head scratcher, all right.
Not really. I'm guessing whoever it was wore gloves.
Oh, where's your sense of romance, of adventure?
There doesn't tend to be much of either at a crime scene, Eddie.
Ah,
Are you alright, Eddie?
yeah, but it sure is chilly in here.
Fluff, fluff. Yes, it isn't exactly warm out in the fountain room either. But it's even colder in here. Would you like to borrow my jacket?
No, I'm fine. Besides, you said you'd give it to me when I finally got my attorney's badge.
Oh. Sad. I did, didn't I? It's the scene of fucking Shanks giving Luffy the straw hat. Why do they have the heat down so low?
Chocolate needs to be kept at the right temperature.
It's chocolate, you idiots. It needs to be cold.
Take a look behind that panel on the wall.
What panel?
Look at that! It was here this whole time?
There's one in each of the contest rooms. Tangaroa hid them so they wouldn't spoil the aesthetic of our works.
And what do the controls do?
They adjust the temperature and lighting. What else would they do? Goes all the way down to -22 Fahrenheit. Cold enough to keep any confectionery from melting.
Also cold enough to preserve a body for an autopsy report's time of death. So in effect, each room is a giant freezer.
It's 59 degrees in here? No wonder I'm cold.
I feel like 59 degrees with a long sleeve shirt and a second layer.
I don't think he has a second layer. Oh, I mean, yeah, he has the jacket.
Right, yeah.
Long sleeve and jacket. He's got it open. He should probably button up.
Yeah, if he buttons up, he'll be fine.
Hey, Detective Bag, you mind if we turn it up a little?
What the fuck are you talking about? Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work.
But I'm not a detective.
Then get the fuck out! The same goes for attorneys, Eddie. We must never disturb the scene of the crime.
Get used to the cold. It is all a part of your training. Chocolate needs to be kept between 59 and 65 degrees. There's no way around it.
Oh, shit. Does it need to be above 59 degrees, though?
Well, then it starts to get crumbly when you try and eat it.
I feel like maybe for sculpting, but like once it's done, you could flash freeze that shit.
Yeah, crumbly. Too brittle.
I'm outvoted. Huh. You know the temperatures by heart, huh? Guess it is your job.
It is the very least I should know. Any real confectioner should be able to tell you that and more.
All right. What about lollipops and cream?
If it's not too hot or too humid, a lollipop should be fine just about anywhere. Cream needs to be kept at around 50 degrees.
Need to watch out for heat and humidity, huh? Duly noted. I like that he's pretending it's like just about the lollipops, but the cream 50 degrees is super important.
Detective Bad kind of brightened up when he was talking about lollipops, didn't he?
I suppose he must be very fond of them. Time to leave. Whoop.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to get a sweet thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I finished eating all my
chocolate.
sweet things. I wish I had more sweet things. Is it too late to order a sweet thing? Where do you order sweet things from?
Insomnia cookies.
They don't deliver.
Oh, hey guys, stream pause. You need to go get cookies.
No. I have some, I think, blueberry and strawberry yogurt. That's pretty sweet.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yummy.
You call that brightening up? Hard to notice. Yeah. Hey, guy.
He had an emotion that wasn't anger.
Yeah. How's it looking over here, officer? Nothing of interest in that cupboard, or?
Yes, sir.
So, there is?
Oh, no, there isn't. Just a blowtorch used for cooking and some tableware, sir.
You heard the man, Mr. Attorney. Nothing to add, am I right? No. So, you do have something to add. Oh, no. Can't get a straight answer to anybody. Perhaps you should ask a straight question. Perhaps you should try being straight, like me, Gregory Edgeworth, the straightest man alive. This is a fine selection of nautical paraphernalia. You think one of them could be the murder weapon? No, they're all made out of chocolate. Are you stupid?
I saw that Kawimi Japan where he made a knife made of chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't work.
It's been a while since I've seen one of those videos.
Yeah, he hasn't uploaded in a very long time.
Oh, Sevens. He's probably got a job or something. I hope.
I want to pretend that he made so much money he just said, nah, fuck it, I'm retiring.
I would still make knife videos if I retired, honestly. What else am I going to do?
I miss them. They're so funny.
Anyways, you'd have a hard time bludgeoning somebody to death with one of them. Can't tell what's real in here. They really do look genuine. I can hardly tell the difference myself. A true testament to Mr. Tangaroa's skills.
Oh my god, everything is cake meme. Back in, I forgot when this game came out.
2011, I think.
Jeez.
The Red Rover and the Crimson Tide. It looks like this title is the inspiration for everything on display here in this room. The ship and the treasure chest, of course, but also all the other nautical objects on display. It definitely didn't get passed down if he is the straightest man alive. Do I have to hit it?
Yeah. It's like it just appeared in. You just summon it forth by raising your hand.
Come forth, Persona! And it's Yowie. Straight enough to have a son, at least. Hey, you can have a kid, biological kid, and not be straight.
Sperm donation.
No, Edgeworth gave birth.
Oh. Damn.
Men who get pregnant.
Love impreg. Alright.
It's certainly a suitable grand theme with which to showcase Mr. Tangaroa's talents. Get trolled, get trolled. Actually, Vanilla, you get trolled. Okay, Guy. What are you investigating, officer? You're reminding me of a cursed article? Don't worry about the articles. It's okay. The articles of empregification.
I hate this.
That's what Jefferson Davis did. Fucked up. Extremely fucked up. Don't. Anyways. Yep, I deserve that. I deserve worse, but that's okay. Now I have to show you. Well, luckily we're on stream and I won't be looking. Okay.
I can be looking.
Let's figure out what this officer's investigating, huh?
Sir, I was just taking the temperature of the water here.
And what have you learned?
Oh, it's warm, sir. The stream in each room flows into the main fountain, and then the water circulated back to the rooms.
Unusual, to say the least. I've never seen a house quite like this one. Rich folks, they're all crazy. Their
That's
wealth
true.
should be redistributed.
That's pretty based.
I mean, I'm a cop and I hate good things. I'm definitely not one leg of the Yatagarasu. I mean, who? No one said that. So this is where the body was discovered. Yeah. They took it away already, but everything else is just how we found it. Well, the coin. It appears the body was inside the treasure chest. Yeah. A woman by the name of Bound found it. Crash.
Samson, are you in here?
Seems she heard something breaking and came in to see what it was. If only we had just a little more information. There's something else in here. Huh, it looks like a seal with somebody's initials in an intricate shape carved into it. Do we know anyone else with a PH? No, we don't. Delicious scone? Delicious scone.
Yeah, we don't know like the person with a PH.
We only
just
know
the,
we
yeah.
we only know the pottery guy, Paul Holik.
Sculptor.
Yeah. And Vanilla said the fan translation name, but that's it.
Is it for making those fancy wax things on documents? Do you think it belonged to the victim?
No idea. But it's got to get logged anyway, so I'll take that.
Yoink.
What could the design signify? I'm asking if we knew anyone else with the PH, not just him, because I know him. It's really rather impressive making an entire ship out of chocolate.
That's Samson Tangaroa for you. Don't you just want to take a big bite out of it? Which part to bite, though? That's the real head scratcher, you know?
You know what, honestly? The foam on the wave.
Yeah, I need to see what that's about. How do we do that? Is it just going to be like frozen milk?
It's not, but it's only 59 degrees in here. It's got to be like cotton candy or like, you know how the chocolate guy does, you know, like he'll like boil some, like he'll caramelize some sugar and blow air into it and like get it to like stay in that like foamy state.
considering it's solid, I'm gonna bet you it's actually just colored chocolate.
But it looks so wispy because of the painterly textures they use in the game.
Painterly.
Bite any part of it, kid, and you'll be off this crime scene so fast your head'll spin.
Hey, it was just a joke. Stop staring at me like that, please.
I do sometimes wish Eddie could keep his cool a little better. Chocolate? Chocolate? Oh, broken? One of the stands for the ship is broken.
The ship must have collapsed onto the treasure chest and smashed it open. Wait, do you think... Could that be how the victim died? He was crushed by the ship?
If he was, this becomes an accidental death and not a murder. You too serious? Don't worry, Detective. For the moment, we're simply discussing a possibility.
I was being serious, though.
Shut up. Detective, can you tell us a little bit more about the state of the victim's body? Let me see. Got a picture here someplace. You can see for yourselves. Death is from blunt force trauma. And what about the weapon? Has it been found yet? You can ask the prosecutor in charge about that. Oh, you know what? You know what? That's different. There's blood on this piece. When they took the picture of the body, that piece was completely removed from the bottom of the treasure chest. The detective's not one for sharing much, I see. Would you mind if we borrowed this? No skin off my nose. It's not like it's official. Bound took it with an instant camera when she found the body.
An instant camera? Like, it's disposable or something?
I guess this is the past, but Jesus Christ, you don't know about a Kodak? Or a Polaroid? No, it means that it develops the pictures right there and then when you take them.
No way, that sounds pretty convenient.
Now then, I'd better get my facts straight and take down some notes of my own. Also, like, it's not like this is an official picture and it's it's the Polaroid that the witness took of the body, like, minute of finding it. I feel it's pretty important.
A little bit.
There's something in this picture that contradicts with the current crime scene. I'll need to call on my powers of deduction to figure out why. Yeah, see, look, I can deduce. Like, this part is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Eureka!
Eureka! I say it too! You said the only thing that has been removed from the scene is the body. Yeah, that and the piece of cloth it was wrapped in. Then something here doesn't quite add up. It doesn't. Take another look at the scene in front of us, Detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. Ugh. You're right. Don't remember anybody mentioning they'd removed the blood along with the body. Let me check with forensics.
What is it, Mr. E? What did you figure out?
Compare the treasure chest in the photograph to the real thing. In the picture, the solid chocolate bottom continues underneath the deceased's head. And yet that part of the chest is now gone.
The part with the blood all over it.
Exactly. So did the police remove it, or perhaps the killer? Well, it also, like, it's Bound. Like, Bound is one of the only, like, real people who could have done it. Like, remove the piece.
Maybe.
Wasn't forensics. They're saying nobody took anything like that away. Interesting. So somebody deliberately removed the blood from the scene. Could be. Body would have to be removed first. Yeah. That's true.
It's also interesting how the stick figure is floating in midair. I mean, yeah, the outline.
Yeah. Well, they do it with tape, not ribbon, you know? All right.
Tape should fall down.
No. It's really good tape. It's really sturdy tape. Hey, Eddie. Have I told you how to use the world yet?
No, Mystery. How do you do that?
Well, first you point your finger really flamboyantly, and then you say, Za Warudo.
Ah!
The stand
What
broke.
happened, Chris? What happened, Mystery? Everything went inverted for a second.
Ah, so you can move in the stopped time. That means you're a threat. Don't worry, I know how to deal with you. It pulls out the gun that he gets shot with. The stand broke and the ship collapsed with it, and the loud sound it made brought Miss Bound running. Yeah, said the ship had already keeled over by the time she got in here. But why did the stand collapse? What caused it to break? Maybe the whole thing was off balance from the get-go. Could that really have been the case? Oh, because it was damaged. All of Mr. Tangaroa's
Mystery,
creation...
it happened again. No.
Oh, that's right. Yes. No, I suppose that I did just reactivate it on instinct once we stopped talking.
Is this going to happen every time?
Keep an eye out for any knives. Including one of the stands that was holding up the ship. Somebody really went all out.
Do you think it could have been the killer?
It's certainly a possibility. Either way, I think we can safely say the stand was damaged in our mystery person's tampering spree. And when it broke, the ship fell and smashed open the treasure chest, which would have remained closed otherwise. I think we're about done here for now. I won't reactivate my stand. I don't need to. I can defeat you without it.
Who are you talking to, Mystery?
Get ready. This is all part of your training to become a better lawyer. Behold, the stand arrow. I want you to eat this, Eddie.
Could you shove it into my notepad first?
Okay, I'm taking the fragments of the arrowhead and I'm sprinkling it onto your notepad paper. Eat it once we're done with the case, because you will be sick for 40 days.
Oops.
Well, Detective Bad, can you be my assistant for the next 40 days? I'm sure I won't get shot in 3 days. Well, if I wasn't convinced before, I am now. Tangaroa did it. No two ways about it.
What do you mean?
All the rooms in this place lock from the inside. The only way to unlock them from the outside is with this key. I see. And who had access to that key? Who do you think? Tangaroa. And it's the only one. No copies. Well, I mean, chocolate.
Forged a chocolate key to break in.
Exactly!
It's just very funny to think about.
Look at all this other chocolate! Fucking bullshit.
Well, the only one that's not good with chocolate, though, it's Tangaroa.
Or maybe Gusto is underselling himself.
No, I burn myself every time.
Maybe it's Delicia Scone. I don't know. Chocolate key is still on the table for me. With the mansion key, Tangaroa could slip into anybody else's room anytime he liked. And he could even lock his own room from the outside if he wanted. Well, Mr. Tangaroa's room wasn't locked, was it? Nope, which is exactly what makes him a suspect. Would you care to explain your thinking? Okay. Why I think Tangaroa did it. If the door had been locked when the body was found, Tangaroa would have been the obvious suspect, which is why he deliberately didn't lock his own room. And why he smashed in the lid of the treasure chest so the body was on full display. Everyone was supposed to gather in his room when the judging finished up, so he made it look like the murder happened while he wasn't there. One thing he didn't plan on was Bound finding the body. Anyway, that's my thinking on this whole thing. Good enough for you, Mr. Attorney? Do you also believe it was Mr. Tangaroa who damaged the other pieces in this room? Yep. I know you have to believe your client, that's your job, but I'm a detective, and I serve the law. And no matter how squeaky clean somebody might seem, a suspect is still a suspect. I fully understand your reasoning, Detective. Now, would you mind if I applied a little critical thinking of my own? Would you mind if I actually thought about it for a second, instead of just, like, your hunches? Do you know how to use logic, Detective Bad?
Well, you see, when you have a bunch of hunches, you string them together with a very thin string. It looks pretty.
And then you plant the evidence to make it fit. That's how the law works. Do your worst. This detective won't compromise his devotion to the law. I won't compromise my beliefs either. I'm not about to just accept his version of events. In fact, I'm going to show him the piece of evidence that highlights the contradiction in his claims. Both of my brain cells are fighting for third place. What evidence do I have? Probably the rules, right? If I had to guess. No. I'll just press.
Hold it.
Hold it! That's hardly solid grounds on which to base your suspicion of Mr. Tangaroa, Detective. That's hardly solid grounds to start shouting objections left and right on, Mr. Attorney. Maybe quit interrupting. Let me finish.
Hold it.
Hold it! And why would he deliberately not lock his door? Because if he'd locked it, he might as well have held up a sign saying he did it, since he had the only key.
But maybe it was just a coincidence. Maybe he just left it unlocked without meaning to.
He just happened to leave it unlocked, and somebody just happened to find a body inside. Come on, kid. You'll never make detective thinking like that.
But I don't want to be a detective. I want to be an attorney.
Look at him fucking shudder. I'd be grateful if you'd stop trying to steal my apprentice. Look, there's a reason why Tangaroa left his door unlocked. And why he smashed in the lid of the treasure chest.
Hold it.
You're saying Mr. Tangaroa himself deliberately smashed the treasure chest open? Yep, if he hadn't, the body would have never been found. I struggle to see how he managed to destroy his creation while judging the contest at the same time.
Exactly. Besides, there's no way he would have disrespected his sweets. He eats every last crumb on Bacon Bop while dancing. That's the only way his stuff gets destroyed. The lore.
All of it? That's
All
so
of it.
much food.
And he keeps that figure. It's incredible.
He also has a suit like the president from Case 1.
Yeah.
This isn't about what happens on TV, kid. Ain't no dun-dun coming next. I can't remember if Bacon Bop have a different name in the fan translation. It's probably something. I feel like Bacon Bop is a pretty lazy, like, we bake and we cook. We bake and we dance. Sorry.
I think it. I don't know. I think
It's-
it's fun.
It's good, but I feel like fan translators might have gone for something different, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
You're familiar with Bacon Bach Detective? Am I the only one who isn't familiar with the show?
Wow, I never would have guessed. Can you sing the Can you sing the theme song too? Do it.
Hold it! Never mind that now. Focus. It's not a no.
Yeah, you didn't say no.
The point is this, Tangaroa was responsible for breaking that lid.
Hold it.
The judging began in Mr. Gusto's room, correct? Yeah. Kinda wanted to check his hard candy stuff out myself.
In that case, how about a demonstration?
Well, it's you, detective.
That could not clearly be more missile.
I guess it's supposed to be a wolf.
Dork, are you calling him a dirty dog? It's a wolf!
Huh. A lone wolf. I like it. I'm starting to enjoy these little displays. Anyhow.
Hold it.
Do you have a clear idea of when exactly the murder took place? Not yet. Autopsy report still pending. And yet you still went ahead and arrested Mr. Tangaroa. We may not know when the murder happened, but we know when the body was discovered. It was while Tangaroa was judging Gusto's room. The perfect alibi if you could set it up just right. But still not grounds for an arrest. Surely you have to agree with that. Do I? Especially when got nothing more to say to you. I don't get the feeling he's hiding something. Detective Bad seems pretty convinced that Tangaroa is the culprit.
But there's no way he would have vandalized his own creations. No way! Still, the treasure chest did get smashed, and there's no denying that.
Perhaps we should focus more on what led to the body's discovery. Doing so should make it easier to spot the flaw in Detective Bad's theory.
I guess the blood not being there.
The lid was closed until the ship collapsed. Oh, yeah. Like, if he was going to do this, just simply have the lid be open. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Objection.
Objection! We've established that the body was hidden inside the chest, and that Miss Bound only came running into the room when she heard a sound. It seems reasonable to infer that the sound was that of the chocolate boat collapsing. Sure, seems likely based on the evidence. Yet you assert that it was Mr. Tangaroa who had smashed the lid of the chest. I believe this photograph makes it clear that it was the ship that did the smashing. And if that had occurred only moments before Miss Bound had entered the room, then it couldn't have been broken by Mr. Tangaroa, who was out judging the contest at that time. Well, like, sure, but like, I'm pretty sure the implication is just, you know, set it up to smash while he was... If Bad has a negative reaction to this, he was really dumb, actually. I never said he did it then and there. Could have done something to the stand so it collapsed when he was in the middle of judging.
Objection.
Have you any way of proving that assertion? Nope. But the investigation isn't over yet. There's still time. He doesn't have anything conclusive. Have you found any prints in this room besides those of Mr. Tangaroa? Yep, on the door. But we found Tangaroa's and Frost prints on there too.
We were all brought here in for a briefing. right before we started work on our creations. Those prints are probably from then.
I take it you haven't checked any of Mr. Tangaroa's works for prints yet? Why would? We know that somebody tampered with them. Therefore, it's possible they left some prints behind when they did so. Hello, hello! We're in the past now. We're the straight man, Gregory Edgeworth.
Very straight, man.
Fine. But if you don't find anything, your guy's still top of my list. Got it. You, check all this chocolate shit for prints, now.
Yes, sir. Right away. Detective Bad. We finished dusting the chocolate and we found prints that don't belong to Mr. Tangaroa, sir.
Go on, whose?
Delicia Scone, sir. She's one of the contestants.
Good work. Go back to whatever you were investigating before.
Yes, sir. Dang, this water sure is warm.
It seems we have a suspect besides Mr. Tangaroa. Even without your lawyerly input, wasn't about to wrap up the investigation anyway. I'll go speak with... Chief Miles Edgeworth is now following. Welcome.
Dang, you're collecting them all.
We got the real Matt on guard. We got Francisca von Karma. And we got Chief Miles Edgeworth. Zach also had a good point. Why break the chest if you wanted the body to be seen? You could have left the lid open. Yeah, that's where I was thinking with the... I was not thinking like, oh, he didn't smash it. The ship smashed it. That's a dumb call out. Both of those characters based. Ow. Ow. This just lets you build up channel points faster. Ask Cinnamon. Listen, don't put yourself out for it. Hi, Cinnamon. We're talking about alternate accounts. Anyways, I'll go speak to Miss Scone and see what she has to say for herself. Delicia Scone. Mr. Gusto mentioned her too. He said that she was ruthless, that she'd do anything to win.
This Scone lady sounds like a pretty suspicious character, huh, Mr. E?
A Maya one? Maya! Love Maya.
Everybody loves Maya.
They need to make a new Ace Attorney game so I can get more Maya Fey action.
So true.
She needs to eat a burger.
Oh, Churgus.
Yes, I think we'd better try to speak with her ourselves as well. Detective Bad, would you mind if we accompanied you? Zach VTuber reminds me of a Keyblade user. Yeah. It's Riku! They put bugs in him! That's my best. It's my best Sora.
Zach, call forth your Keyblade.
Oh, yeah. May my heart be my guiding key. Rar looks like she's from Beastars.
Oh, well, I guess I have to delete myself. Goodbye, everybody.
But yeah, fucking Sora and the gang go to the Yowie world and get the Yowie Keyblade. That would be the anime convention world.
This is the one world Disney canceled the contract for.
Babysitting you is not my job.
Oh, come on.
But guess you did pick up a couple of useful clues already. If you want to tag along, be my guest. Thank you, Detective. You're too kind. How bold of you to assume they don't already have matching yaoi keyblades?
But Detective Bad, sir. I don't think that's such a good idea. The lead prosecutor is still busy in there.
It'll be fine. Me and him don't exactly see eye to eye anyhow.
Who is this him? Who did they assign to the case?
Don't worry, Eddie. I am him.
Damn, so true.
Manfred von Karma.
What? They gave it to Von Karma? He hasn't lost a case in 25 years.
Manfred von Karma, a living legend over at the prosecutor's office. We've never faced one another in the courtroom, but I've heard plenty of stories. They say he'll do anything to ensure a guilty verdict. But I can't let that distract me. For now, I need only continue to do what I believe is right. All right, to be continued. That's a pretty early one.
Yeah, that was a short one.
Yeah. I feel like, though, on account of it being here, I wonder how long the rest of it will be. I wonder when we'll get the next chance, you know?
Hmm.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, sure, maybe for a little bit.
Yeah, okay. We'll check in again in an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Delicia Scone? She's the vile murderer?
Look at her. Is that
That's the
look like face of
Pillsbury
Mercy?
Dough Girl.
Does that look like the face of Mercy?
No, actually. I went down to take a bite of my brownie and look back up to see you wearing swirl eye glasses. Yep. It's that mana clock.
The confessions of a dirty Zack, a rotten Zack.
I swear I'd never. Nope. I swear I'd never sin again. But my patience running thin. There we go. Got through enough of it.
Yeah. Content ID'd.
I sound too much like Miku. No.
Whoa, a candy castle? And look, there are even some little elves to go with it.
Room is laid out. Pretty much the same as Tangaroa's.
It's not as cold, though. That's something.
That is something. Wasn't Delicia Scone's whole thing supposed to be cream? If it's not colder, then that's bad, right? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's a temperature control panel in here, too.
Over there, where the orange light is, right?
Looks like she got disqualified from Hell's Kitchen. Yeah. She'd be disqualified for being too nice, not having enough drive. And she'll be like, I thank Chef Ramsay for the experience. We'd better take a closer look at it when we can. It's like a fairy tale storybook in here. This whipped cream covered construction must be the work of Miss Delicia Scone. Where is Miss Scone?
Me? Why, I'm over here, dearie.
You want to take her?
Yeah.
Okay. Doop-a-doop.
Oh, just look at you lovely boys. Delicious scone at your service. Some cheeky blighters.
Oh, yeah, I had to go more British. You're right. Dang, I can't believe it.
Some cheeky blighters back in Blighty even called me Miss Delicious Tee.
King Candy's wife from Candyland. Queen Candy, damn. Called a lovely boy at 34. Unexpected to say the least.
Damn, congratulations.
Delicious Scones with an extra S. Okay, so basically untouched.
That's Interesting.
Yeah, I guess there's only so much you can improve. I do think that, like, you know, supposed to be British, pastry chef, how much different from scones can you get? Oh, the name was entirely in katakana, so this was just a direct translation.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Lovely boys. Really? Even Mr. E? Oh yes, dude. You the detectives there. You're all lovely boys to me.
Unknown. Back home in the UK, they call her Miss Delition. Confectioner of indeterminate age.
I'm indecipherable.
This is... this is Betty Crocker. I thought she was a fish.
Blurp.
I have to make my one legally mandated Homestuck reference per stream.
I see. Killing you.
Violence. It's deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair makes her look like an axolotl with the antennas. I'm nobody's lovely. Sorry, I got a little cheese in my face. The other way. I just got this cheese off.
You know what it is, what you are when I got two cheeses surrounding your head. Got a sack sandwich. Oh wow. You can't defend yourself from that much cheese.
I can't defend myself at all because my hands don't go back that far. And since the cheese comes from the side, I can't do it. It's not cream cheese. That would be really funny, redeem. The white slime, but it's cream cheese.
I don't like it.
No, horrible, and I would never do that.
20,000 point redeem.
No. I'm nobody's lovely boy lady. Name's Bad. I wonder just how old she is. Finish this up so we can get out of here, Mr. Attorney. 1 million points. 1 million. Yes, all right. Objection! What's the meaning of this? Chit-chatting with the defense?
Mr. Edgeworth? Some scary guy just popped out of the castle!
I am a pretty, pretty princess, and you shall address me as such. Why do you think I wear this many frills? Von Karma. Horrible. Rari's a girl, by the way.
She, her, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah. I'm not doing that also. Von Karma.
What? He's the Manfred von Karma? Sorry, Mannykins.
The notorious prosecutor Von Karma himself. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Von Karma. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law. I couldn't care less what your name is. Sent down man near the stove? Did he dive? Your job is to lose to me and disappear, never to show your sniveling face again. What a thoroughly rude individual.
Yeah.
He was there before. He's just investigating the stove. It's fine. Anyways.
Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow. Ugh, you're even scarier than they say.
And you might want to keep such rude thoughts to yourself, Eddie. Jesus. I'm trying to teach everyone around me manners, but everyone's a huge asshole.
I don't know. I think you'd say that's a compliment.
We were hoping you might permit us to carry out some brief inquiries, Mr. Von Karma. Ha! And why would I wish to extend you any such courtesy? This clear isn't going to be easy. So long as your inquiries are limited to this room, I suppose I'll allow it. Why the sudden change of heart? You, the tall fellow. Name's bad. Is that so hard to remember? I didn't ask for your opinion. The thoughts of a lowly detective do not concern me.
Damn.
But I do admire your spirit. Bad. See to it that these worms don't step out of line.
Gummy worms?
Worms. Why do I have to? I'm not offering you a choice, detective. I need to go and look over Gusto's room. Good day. If Von Karma did the Bloody Mary challenge, would he survive? No.
Mr. E. Why does he sound like he's constipated?
He sounds like he's had a bullet stuck in his shoulder for 15 years. But it's weird because I know that's not true. Great. More babysitting. Why aren't Detective Bad and Mr. Von Karma investigating together? They don't seem to know each other well enough for there to be bad blood between them.
Well, looks like we have permission to investigate. Guess we better get to it.
Indeed. I'm not sure I trust Mr. Von Karma's motives, but at least we can do that much. Hold up. I haven't been over this room yet either. You're not messing it up before I get my chance. You'll have to wait till I'm done.
Huh? But I thought you were the lead detective. How come you didn't take a look at this room yet?
Because I wasn't the first one they assigned. One of Von Karma's pets was on the job before me. Right up until just now, in fact. Got here not long before you did. That answers my question as to why they're working separately, I suppose.
Don't like that.
Let's say we look over the room together, Detective. It worked out well enough before. And you won't have to worry about us messing things up. You can keep an eye on us as we go. What kind of screwball attorney asked to have a detective breathing down his neck? Guess I'm stuck with you for a little while longer.
Yes! You're amazing, Mr. E!
Mystery!
Mr. E!
You have our thanks, Detective Bad. Don't be too grateful. This is my scene. The second you get in my way, you're out of here. Of course, we understand. Now, shall we begin? Oh, she did go over here. I was like, where'd she go?
It was scary.
Now she's just eating.
It was bloomin' scary.
There's a small door on the wall. Here, I'll open it.
Temperature 68 degrees. Light set to green.
That's too hot for cream. Didn't Gusto say cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees? Temperature in here's too high. Yeah. That is odd. I wonder why. Hey, guy.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around. If you turn around, you'll eat it. You'll eat. You can't eat the castle. Don't eat the castle.
I guess he's watching his sugar intake.
God.
There's a blowtorch and some chemicals here. Guess it's all for cooking with. I wonder what these chemicals are. Let's take a look at the labels.
I hate how I originally read that.
Mango down!
9/11.
Mr. President, a second mango. So the original names, if I'm not mistaken on what these chemicals were, I believe their original names were normalium and fatalium, and they combined to make Super Poison X in the fan translation, because that's how obviously like they were. So Mango Down 911, Homicyanide 247. Wait, they're all poisons?
No, sir, they're common colorings and flavors used in candies and desserts. The first is concentrated mango boiled down to its purest essence, hence Mango Down.
Mango Down! It was Mango Down! They're asking for trouble with a name like that. I'm curious as to what homicyanide might be. And we're not gonna know. It's a cute little elf made of candy, and it's sitting on a little tree stump. Huh. The whipped cream decorations around it are beginning to lose their shape. But the elf seems completely fine. Strange.
Damn.
It's an incredible piece of work. Hard to believe this whole castle is made out of sugar and cream.
I know, right? It's like we're inside a magical medieval story or something.
I didn't know you were so into such fantastical things.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't mean to get so carried away there.
Oh, no need to apologize. I admire your enthusiasm. I sometimes wish my own son was as animated as you. Unfortunately, he's too busy being saddled with 6-year-old feelings.
You have a son, Mystery?
I do. He's still in elementary school, and yet he'd rather read a statute book than a fairy tale. I can't help but worry that his interest will make it hard for him to make friends. It's a good... I sure hope that there's some blue fellow out there that he saves with his knowledge of the law that just becomes, like, really attached to him.
Don't say that. He sounds super interesting. He'll make a ton of friends, me included, I'm sure.
Just give it 18 fucking years.
And a lot of suspicion.
Oh. I like to think you'd be more of a big brother to him than a friend, Eddie.
Big brother, huh? Guess I have some growing to do. Better take this more seriously.
And then he didn't.
Well, I mean, you know, I'll keep it forever. In my mind tummy.
He eventually gets the power to do his own ability, and it's just anything he's eaten. It's not mind chest, it's mind tummy. You know what it is? It's his mind goblin.
I'm not answering this.
No, it's just what pops up on the screen, you know. Mind chest start, mind goblin, D's nuts.
It's time to learn how to ROM hack a DS game.
A DS game that's been ported too. Okay, I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. The doors of the castle have been left wide open.
Yeah, that was the guy born in a barn. He could have at least closed them behind him.
I'd like to see you say that to Mr. Von Karma's face, Eddie.
Wait, there's a bunch of stuff inside. Let's see.
Hold it, kid. If anybody's gonna be handling evidence, it'll be me. Let me crawl in there. Cream's going all runny. Okay, so most of this is whipped cream, and it is too fucking warm. all over the detective's shoes. Why are all these items being stored inside a Candy Castle? Alright, tell me what you want me to look at first. The salt lamps. 2 big rock crystals? Looks like somebody was using the castle for storage.
Kind of expected something a little more exciting behind those doors.
Like Von Karma?
Oh, I know. Maybe they're giant uncut gemstones. And maybe this whole thing is based on a story about a castle with a priceless treasure hidden inside.
I think I'd treat my priceless treasures with a little more care than putting them on the floor. There's something on the bottom of them. Looks like a little stand or something. They're fucking... Oh, no, these are rock crystals. These are rock candy. And they're supposed to be like towers, probably, if I had to guess.
They go on top of those towers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was right. They are gemstones. The stands must be so they can be put on display.
Well, whatever they are, it seems they're not just a large set of paper weights. Tarps. There's a bunch of blue cloth back there. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls altogether. Well, they certainly aren't made of candy. No idea what this stuff is for. Almost looks like somebody hid it in here. And I think I've seen fabric of the same color somewhere else before. Paperweight. Huh, these pillars. They have hexagonal indentations. Looks like something's supposed to go in there. Well, whatever they were, they're long gone. Hey. Well, that's you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even see Fender. Oh no. Why did hexagonal indentations, huh? I wonder.
Castle's covered in whipped cream, so maybe a giant strawberry.
A giant strawberry with a hexagonal bottom.
Look, I like strawberries, okay? Can't blame a guy for wishing. Actually, you know what? Incredibly based.
I'm getting really mixed signals from you. That's bad.
When I was in Japan, I did have one of those strawberry and whipped cream sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they look really good.
They're pretty good. The bread was so like fluffy and sweet that it did work. The issue is that it didn't really work when they used the same bread for other sandwiches.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
That's the issue with like 7-Eleven sandwiches, is that it's just they're okay.
Yeah, that's why they call it 7-Eleven, not 724.
So true.
I prefer bananas myself.
Blueberries for me, but I won't say that out loud because that would betray my straight man persona. That's everything, right? I'm done. We're done pixel hunting. Jinx! Hi, Tiger!
Hi, Tiger.
How was your day, Tiger? Had a good day so far? Oh, take a sip!
Oh, take a sip.
And a head pat, thank you. Manfred von Karma came out of these doors, and it was really scary. A small cold. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're still doing good. We're doing all right. We're just hanging out, really. We're doing this nice and slow, like. We're just investigating.
She's been investigating that. Oh no.
What's up? Are you afraid I'm gonna investigate the stepladder?
You have to, I guess.
I do legally have to. What's the matter? Something weird about the ladder? It's not a ladder, Detective Bad. It's a stepladder! Let's go!
I can't believe this.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! a reference! Does hydrating my eyes count? Please tell me you just mean blinking.
Eye drops, they count, right?
Eye drops also count, that's true. I was just worried it was crying. Yams! Thank you for the yams, and thank you for the watch streak. It was eye drop time. Okay, Whew. All clear. Everything's good.
Oh, go over and cut some onions. It'll be funny.
I'm approaching your house with onions. Be prepared.
Prepare to bite these onions.
Same difference. Far from it, actually. You'd know if you observed their basic natures more closely. I think it's so funny that I don't understand what the fuck they're talking about.
What are you talking about? Do you not know the difference between ladders and step ladders?
They're all ladders.
Well, you see.
I have to look at the more basic nature of things. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I get it.
This is why you'll never become a ace attorney.
It's also because I love having sex too much.
What if,
Oh no. That's too far! That's too far! Oh no!
I can't stop! I can't stop! I'm killing everyone.
I did deserve that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Step ladders are all adopted. They're both up to something. Eye drops. Check that they're not expired. Not a fun mistake to make. No, I'd imagine not.
I didn't even know eye drops could expire.
Makes sense though. It's just like water and saline, right? And like a little bit of medicine. I feel like water goes bad eventually.
Oh, yeah, I guess if some gets into it. I don't
After
know.
you open it, maybe.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Then, yeah, that could definitely be an issue.
That is expire after 12 months,
12 months.
or if they get stuff in them. Okay.
Thank you. Now I've learned information.
I would never learn anything.
Amazing mystery. I'll have to remember this for future reference. I love references.
Why do I...
Learning is for chumps. Never mind. I didn't learn anything.
Isn't this the same apron that Frank was wearing in prison?
Was it?
Like I was looking at it before. He always had his hands up in front of it though. But I was looking at it and it did look similar to this. I don't know.
What's the matter, Miss Scone? You seem a whole lot less cheerful than you were a minute ago.
Is it Mr. Von Karma? Did something happen between you two?
Why, yes, nothing happened at all. But you just said yes. That was a hello, yes, you silly boy. Are you just a sweetie little sugar dumpling? Remind me, what was your name again? Oh, Eddie. Eddie Lumpkin. Oh, you'll go far, dearie. I can tell. Eddie Lumpkin?
It seems our English gentlewoman has taken a liking to you, Eddie. No small accomplishment. The difference between a ladder and a step ladder is a ladder has just rods while a step ladder has steps. I always thought it was more about the, whether it's like just the ladder or if it was one of those folding ladders. That's what I thought was the difference.
So are there like just really, really tall step ladders?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know anything.
I don't know anything either. I've refused to learn.
Do I have empty? Is that a Discord? Is that a chat emote? It is. There we go.
Yippee!
There is really tall step ladders. Okay. Head empty. I got no thoughts.
She's not exactly what I pictured when I think of a gentlewoman, Mr. E.
Never mind that now. We should ask her a few questions while we can. Could you tell us about what you did over the course of the contest?
Of course, dearie. Let's see. It all started about 10 in the morning. That's when we set to work.
Okay, so that's like a 5-hour period of time between contest start and body discovered.
And well, we spent most of our time here in my room, getting everything ready as you'd expect. Oh, and then there was a lovely afternoon tea for an hour or so from around 1, I think?
Afternoon tea?
It's an English tradition. A chance to drink tea, enjoy a snack, and make small talk. I love the British.
So kind of like recess?
I suppose you could say that. You make it sound so unrefined. You're ruining my disillusionment. You're destroying my fucking preconceptions of British nobility and class.
Well, fuck that, Mr. E. That shit sucks.
Ugh.
Oh, you really know your onions, don't you, Greggy? Peg leg?
Such a Greggy peg leg. I couldn't get that one.
Oh, you really know your onions, don't you, Greggy Pegleg? Such a
Peg.
clever boy. Greggy Pegleg. When did I become Greggy? And where was this afternoon tea served?
Out in the garden, of course. There's a lovely little one just outside.
That's only 3 people.
They do it at the same hour every break time during the contest. Lay on a nice little spread, you know?
Okay, so it same hour every break time. Is this a multi-day contest? Okay,
I
this
guess so.
is a multi-day contest. Okay.
But today, only me and Sammy Silly Pants and Moody Judy was there for it.
Moody Judy!
Sammy Pool had already finished his big creation, so he was there the whole time.
Sammy Poople?
Boop, boop.
Jesus Christ.
I dropped the poop. Oh, Jesus.
Good luck, Rari.
I'm sorry. I read Super Tyra Fox's.
Okay. Normal ladders lean, step ladders usually should be on flat ground. Okay, so it is also the folding bit, right? Because you need to fold to have that stability. Anyways.
Oh, wait. Let me return to I refuse to learn anything.
Okay.
But poor old Chili Wings and Gusty Pants had to miss out because they hadn't finished yet. Bless them.
You're saying everybody except Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusta was present.
That's right, dear. To tell you the truth, I hadn't finished yet either. But I wasn't about to miss out on tea and cake served by our 2 TV superstars.
I think Delicia used nicknames in the fan translation, but I don't think it was this extreme. This is brutal. This is someone having too much fun.
I went right back to work when I finished, though, tootled off while the others were still nattering away.
And at any point during the contest, did you visit any of the other competitors' rooms?
Well, no, dear, don't be silly.
Girl, you have a tell. Don't ever play poker. Don't go to Vegas. You'll lose everything.
That's why I'm good at cream.
That's strange because your fingerprints were found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Caught red-handed.
Wait, so you admit you were there?
Oh, well, I can hardly die now, can I? But I didn't kill anybody, I swear. I suppose I'd better tell you what really happened. Just promise you'll believe me, won't you, dear?
Well, look at my badge, actually.
Yes, dear. What's this when it's at home?
It's a badge that proves I'm a qualified attorney.
Gosh, well done, you. Shall I show you something lovely in return? See this big pink hat I'm wearing? It proves I'm a qualified pastry chef.
Really? You can't just buy those at the store? Is that so? I thought you could buy those in stores. Taking the lines right out of my fucking mouth, Greg.
Damn. Oh, you can. Anyway, that's not the hat that matters. It's the head underneath.
So then, can anyone call themselves a pastry chef?
Technically, yes.
Do you know anything about this?
Oh, look at that. Don't you have the loveliest toys? Greggy Pegleg. But that color, oh no, it won't do. Here, let me put a lovely splooge of cream on it.
It was a splodge. You didn't need to make it a splooge of cream.
Nope, it's a splooge.
Horrible. Horrible. Please stop splooging. I'm too straight for this. But I'm a woman. I'm still too straight for it. What exactly were you doing in Mr. Tangaroa's room?
Well, I suppose you'd call it research.
Research?
Sammy Poople's a dab hand when it comes to the old sweet making. Everybody knows that. So when I noticed that no one was in there, I just popped in for a quick bit of research, like they say.
Look at my face. What kind of research leaves fingerprints?
Yes, well, it stands to reason I leave fingerprints, doesn't it? After all, it's hard research if you don't have a little nibble now, is it?
She just went in there and chipmunked everything?
How are you going to get the flavor profile without having a little bite?
Just a little crunchy for me. Just like me for real, for real. Honestly, so true, so true.
What? You ate little pieces of them?
So, the traces of tampering in Mr. Tangaroa's room, that was all you?
I'm ever so sorry, sweeties. I didn't mean to make a mess. I just had to take a little bite here and there, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I didn't want poor Sammy Poofle getting upset, so it was just the teensiest bits and pieces.
And the stand holding up the ship? You took a bite out of that too, I suppose. Or just taking leftover bread rolls. Yeah, it's important.
Oh yes, dear, of course I did.
I do want to see really quickly. After sailing the seven seas, a legendary ship happens upon a great treasure at last. This piece is a tribute to the adventurous spirit of our ancestors. Okay. It was you. You brought the whole thing crashing down.
I'm sorry, my lovely. I am. Hold on. Is that why you left the afternoon tea early? You were heading off for a second helping of sweets? Look, just please believe me. I never killed anybody, I promise.
Our actions were certainly suspicious, but that's about all we can say for now. Anything else to look at? These tools. These must be the various tools Miss Scone used to build her castle. Buckets filled with cream, trowels, and a brush. She a patissier or a plasterer?
Why not
don't-
both?
Don't tell me you know the word patissier. Bad would say pastry chef.
Don't you go making jokes at my expense, you cheeky young devil. I don't just slap stuff on walls like a silly old plasterer. I have to spread the cream out lovely and smooth and work out all the rough patches.
That's literally exactly what a plasterer does.
But I do it with cream, it's different.
I am honestly so in love with this game's writing of just like, they have really good deadpan delivery. Like it's something about like original Ace Attorney that it feels like it might have been less emphasized in recent games where it is just like Phoenix is a bitch. Phoenix Wright is a bitch in his head and out loud to people in some cases. So having Bad say a line like this is cinema. All right, we're done talking. Cool. I couldn't keep up the voice for the entire line. Of course I couldn't. It was too fubby. All right, time to world. Hey Eddie.
Huh? What? Ah, the thick sweet scent of delicious whipped cream is in the air. It's like a fairy tale, but in real life. And yet, there he was, standing in the middle of it all, with that evil look on his face.
Did somebody call my name?
This whole experience is wasted on this scary old creep.
Come now, Eddie. You can't call people names like that. It's rude.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll try to be more careful. It's just, he reminds me of this teacher I once had who was always super angry with me.
A stern school teacher, huh? Now that he mentions it, Mr. Von Karma does have the look of one. But I shudder to think what it would be like for Miles to study under him! No! 07. 07, my king.
Oh, 7 in chat.
Hey, Bad, you got anything to say? Actually, I don't care. I don't feel like doing the voice. That's not... I meant to do my powers. It's too hot for the cream. The whipped cream in this room is collapsing because the temperature is too high. It's 68 degrees. My messed up shoes can vouch for that. And yet, when you open the doors to the castle, the handles themselves were just fine. Yeah, they were sturdier than expected. Sturdy? That's not the way I would describe most things made of confectionaries. I think you'd better take another look at those handles, don't you? Hmm? What the? I think it's safe to say those handles aren't made of candy. It's not just the handles. The whole castle, the little elves, they're all just plastic models with whipped cream smeared on top.
What? So none of this is confectionery art after all?
Some of it is. No, it's simply made to look like candy, with the cream having been added to lend it all an air of authenticity. Well, this one's, obvious. Hexagons go with hexagons. The rock crystal stands and the pillars in the front of the castle feature the same hexagonal shape. I believe the crystals are meant to be placed on top of the pillars.
Oh yeah, hexagon to hexagon. Makes perfect sense. Brain blast.
You needed to use the world to figure that out? But if that's the case, then why were they being hidden inside the castle? The rolls of blue cloth and the rock crystals inside the castle. I imagine both of them must belong to Miss Scone. Miss Scone! What were you using the items inside the castle for?
Those? Sorry, Lemkin. I'm not allowed to say.
Let me guess. Von Karma?
How did you know? Please don't ask me to tell you. You have my guts for garters.
It seems the prosecution really has no intention of sharing anything with the defense.
Man, thought we were onto something with those giant rock crystals, but
What's that doing? You're interested in my little trinkets?
your trinkets?
Yes, my sweet. I use them to make make people all lovely and relaxed.
They're JO crystals.
I can't believe you do this.
You use rock crystals and clods to do that?
I do. It's wonderful. You should see it.
Come join a session, Mr. Edgeworth, Greggy Pie.
No.
Oh no! I deserve this death.
Everybody say hi, Big Shanks.
Hi, Big Shanks.
Purify Zach.
Big Shanks is the true reset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back. Hi, Big Shank. He's just over here. Oh, he's just having a good old time. Goodbye.
Big Shanks, do you want to do a voice? Oh.
Nah, it's too late.
And they're not just any old crystal rocks either. They're great lumps of I'm sorry. They're great lumps of salt. That's not a... they're great big lumps of salt with lights inside of them.
They're not candy.
No. Wow, those things are lamps? Oh, that's not even the half of it. Those cloths had even more hold an even more exciting secret.
Let me guess. They're also crystals. She really opened up the moment we started talking about her trinkets.
Since you're here, why don't I give you lovely boys a taste of my relaxation magic? Oh, Patty Bumpkin, can you get it all out and set it up for me?
The name is bad.
Is that a no? Why are you being so selfish, Patty Bumpkin?
Have you finished taking photos of this room yet?
Yes, sir. We have, sir.
Then help
I'm
Miss
seeing the
Scone
castle.
here with something, will you?
I'm seeing the castle. I'm seeing the castle.
Don't.
I don't.
It's. Listen, guy. It's plastic.
What?
It's plastic. It's not real. It's not. It's
Oh,
not.
that's
There's a little bit of whipped cream here and there, I guess, but.
too much.
Oh, well, never mind. It's all plastic. I promise.
Oh, okay. Well, if you promise, sir.
It's just some of it's really wet. Don't worry about it.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Oh, you are a sweetie at heart, aren't you, Batty B? That's amazing, Miss Scone. You happened to do exactly what you wanted. That's some talent. Thank you ever so much, Patty Kings. And you, Officer Lovely. She's even giving nicknames to the forensics guys.
Just because you don't know the forensics guys' names doesn't mean they're not important. I guess it's her way of showing that she cares. So, what about this is supposed to be relaxing exactly?
Oh, don't be big sobbers, Batty B. That's, the fun's only just beginning. Officer Lovely, you can switch it on now. Yes, ma'am.
They've got lights in them. Huh.
Wow, it's beautiful.
It is. I wish my son were here to see it. I wish I had
Just
my son counter.
Yeah.
Just take a picture. I mean, obviously, he doesn't, you know, but you know about like fucking, you know, Polaroids. Like,
No, just have Eddie write a detailed note. And then
eat
they'll
it and then tell him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Isn't it though? Isn't it just wonderful? The 4 adorable elves and the sweetest little castle made of sweets. That's my theme, you see. And I thought it would be extra lovely if it was all lit up. Isn't it the nicest thing you've ever seen?
One of the elves must be feeling a little left out. Oh, because the other.
This is how it was supposed to look for the contest. But I'm glad you lovely boys got to see it at least. Wait, shouldn't the lamps be lit up too? But, what's happening there, I wonder?
I think we'd better take a look at the lamps and the elves one more time. This elf doesn't have an illuminated cloth over it like the others.
It's not fair to leave the poor guy out, Miss Scone. Well, I didn't want to, did I, dear? But one of my claws and one of my little machines went missing.
Oh, one of the generators, huh? Huh. The cloth end. What sort of machine exactly?
Oh, you'll never guess how it all works. Those luminous claws are connected to these little thingamajigs. They're called, full spectrum light emitting devices.
I'm sorry, full spectrum?
Mm-hmm. I can make them extra gay.
They're pretty autistic, mate. I was more concerned about the fact that they might be emitting UV light and microwaves.
Well, microwaves that's whatever.
I mean,
But
you know, depending on how many, how much, and if you have any candy bars in your pockets.
No, my Snickers bar. I send light down the main cable and into each optical fiber strand, and that's what makes the cloth glow.
Okay, so it is just fucking those like Disney toys, you know?
Yeah.
That are just like
fiber
the
optic cable.
yeah, the fiber optics that are just attached to like a little light, and kids play around with them. It's fun. I like them.
Have you seen a dress that like I've seen some people make a dress with it? Yeah, it's really neat.
Is it
especially
similar to
now
these
with battery.
claws, or is it like just the fiber optics go down and the tips are lit?
Throughout.
Okay.
But it's individual, like specific fibers. So it just has like a cool look to it. So it's like stripes of light.
Aw, that does sound cool.
Yeah. With a bit of fiddling, you can change the light to be any color in the whole wide world.
Including UV.
Bright red like a ferocious fiery, bright red like ferocious fiery flames. Cold blue like clinking crystals of ice. They have these special batteries that last for donkey's years, and they don't mind the cold at all.
Forgive me. So these machines,
They're what makes the special luminous cloths light up all these beautiful colors, Mr. E.
I see. So much new technology. I can barely keep up. Greg, you don't need to know
in your
this.
late 30s. What are you're not
Okay.
that old yet.
To be fair, he's in his late 30s in the 90s. Like,
That's even worse.
he's moving from like fax machines to flip phones. He's like, what? A pager? So people can ping me whenever they need? That's so much. It's so easy.
What is America Online?
Does Did they have AOL in Japan?
Japanifornia.
Okay, that's fair. So these light-emitting devices. You lost one of them in one piece of luminous cloth?
That's right, Lemmykin. Heaven only knows where they could have gotten to.
The body. And the lamps. I'm in my late 20s and can't keep up with things anymore. That's true. You know what? Maybe technology in Ace Attorney universe is inherently unethical, like in our universe. Maybe he's anti-AI.
That's pretty epic.
He would be. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. I see now. I was distracted by a message. And I look back up and it's like, oh, right. Hey, I think we found a murder weapon.
Manfred von Karma's like, don't let them inside the castle. And she's like, okay. You didn't say anything about taking the stuff out of the castle.
That's true.
That's not part of my rock. The lamps appear to be broken. Bulbs are smashed, both of them.
Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? Look, there's a red stain on the one on the left.
That's not just a stain, that's... Yep, it's blood all right. I can smell it.
Why'd you say blood and green?
What do you mean? That's how I say all my important clues.
Oh, okay.
What? Blood?
Why is there blood on this lamp? Could it have something to do with why it's bulb? How about could it have something to do with the murder? The murder!
No, somebody just tripped, that's all.
You better take a closer look at the other one, too.
You see, the bulb dropped and it started bleeding, and so it has a boo-boo.
So Moscone had actually intended to use these lamps on her display. Then why were they stashed inside the castle?
Maybe because they're broken.
Except, there's plenty of other places she could have put them.
The best place to hide some salt is in some sugar. Isn't that how it goes?
Or perhaps the best place to hide a tree is in a forest. Anyway, if her intention was to put these salt lamps in her final display, that contradicts a certain piece of evidence in my possession. I'll need to point it out by making a deduction. It's against the rules. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration, right? That's it?
Eureka!
Take a look at the list of the rules for the contest, Detective. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration. That means the salt lamps and the luminous cloths would both have been against the rules.
I'm British. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Rules? Well, sweetie, you know those were meant for me taking over.
Is that why they were all stashed away inside the castle?
I think we need to dig a little further into this with Miss Scone before we can say for sure. My shoes are already covered in cream. I wouldn't go any closer, unless you want the same thing to happen to you. You've seen what's behind those doors. There's really no need to look again. But it was yellow, so I needed to click it. The doors look nicely decorated now, thanks to the beautiful cloth around it. Cloth which we found inside the castle. A welcoming doorway makes a welcoming home. That's just common sense for us detectives.
Glad we have a detective to let us know.
Says the man who just trampled all over the castle's entranceway. But I'll hold my tongue for now. I don't want to be a rude bitch. I can't look at this. There's nothing of interest here. There's a machine. The machine.
I love machine. I want to touch the cable. Give me a juice.
Ever since I knew about the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. It's a cute little elf made of candy, and it's sitting on a little tree stump. The fabric above it and the other decorations around it really add to the dreamlike atmosphere. Shared it for too long, and we might get swept up in the fantasy ourselves. Yeah, well, our job is to stay right here in reality and get to the bottom of all this. Nobody's getting swept up in any flights of fancy on my watch. Damn.
No fun allowed.
Alright, are we clearing this up with you? No. Well, maybe.
Oh, you've got quite the eye, haven't you, dearie? You'd be amazed at how it works. Actually, never mind. Can't go giving away my secrets now, can I?
Well, that was strange. What just happened? Did Mr. Von Karma bully her into staying silent about what she knows?
Oh, look at that. Don't
Lovely
you have-
stories.
Maybe the rules.
I did the rules. That's what gave us
Oh.
the toys. Skip. The rules. She cares not for the rules. Teapot. She cares not for tea. She cares not for this. I actually think I did present it to her already, so.
Okay. Sorry.
I guess it's just time to, Nope. The 4 adorable loves in the sweetest little castle made of sweets. So that's the theme behind Miss Scone's creations, huh? Unlucky for her, things aren't quite as sweet around here as she's trying to make out. Alright, world.
Me. Scone's rule breaking in the bloody lamp. She's really breaking all the rules.
No, it's just fake confections and the other rule breaking is probably... Yeah. So not only did she use decorations that were against the rules, she didn't even make any real sweets. Miss Scone made a mockery of the rules. Yeah, guess she's not gonna get crowned world's greatest now.
That's why it's so warm in here. Do you think it's got something to do with all this?
That's a good question. I think we'd better go ask Miss Scone herself. Well, that's likely. We know that the victim was struck and killed with something blunt, and we found blood on one of the lamps, which has a smashed bulb inside. Could the lamp not have been the murder weapon?
For sure, it could definitely do enough damage to kill someone.
You, science guy, did you finish analyzing the blood from the lamp yet?
I'm sorry, just calling. Sir, I'm not just a science guy.
My name
got a
is Bill, but we're unrelated.
I got a degree in forensic science.
Yeah, science guy. That's what I said. Tell me the science, science boy.
Fine, it just got done a few minutes ago, sir.
The blood is the victim's, no doubt about it.
Thank you, science baby.
Yeah,
There you
he's
have
real,
it.
Man.
Yeah, okay, cool. The murder weapon is hidden in Miss Scone's room. I'm beginning to think we may need to add her to our list of suspects. As loath as I am, she's just a little guy. Look at her. She's not even 4 apples tall.
No, tiny.
Why are you so bad at cooking? Miss Scone, why is the temperature of your room set to 68 degrees?
Oh, because I hate the cold, don't I, dearie? And besides, being chilly's no good for a girl. If I want to keep my fresh-faced complexion, I've got to be careful about these things. We ladies have to stay young, don't you know? How old is she really, though? That's what I'd like to know.
It's not polite to speculate on a person's age, Eddie. But most of your work is made out of whipped cream. And whipped cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees or it starts to deflate.
You said so, dear. You silly me.
A raid. Thank you for the raid quality mistakes. Welcome. Welcome, raiders.
Welcome, Raiders. We are being attacked.
Yeah. Ah, damn. I've been attacked. How was your stream? What were you up to? Yeah.
Also, hey, Raiders, say hi to the real star of the show.
No, 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 no!
Meet Big Shinks. Everybody say hi, Big Shinks.
Hi, Big Shakes. I'm back. Okay. Yeah. Mystery VNs. Ah, that's good stuff. So Split Fiction. That's good. It's a good game. I've heard. I'm lying. I haven't heard anything about Split Fiction. I'm sorry. Gotta support Ace Attorney streamers. That's so true. This is like the only Ace Attorney game I haven't played. But I am also a mystery game streamer as well. I just a couple months ago finished the Zero Escape series. Isn't that right, Rari?
You sure did.
I think one stream I went like 9 straight hours, which was really fun. It was 999. I just kept streaming. Ah, Miles Edge was followed recently. Nice. An addict. I collect and hoard mystery games like a dragon. It was more than a couple months ago, but yeah. Well, listen, my perception of time has been slowed down, probably because I've been infected by radical
And me.
Unfortunately, I have too many games on my list right now. Not again. You never escape. I still haven't even finished Nirvana Initiative. I started it, but I kind of got burned out real quick, so I had to take a break. But yeah, welcome. I'm Andromeda Zach. My pronouns are he, they. This is Rari, she, her.
Hello.
Say hi, Rari.
Hi, Robbie.
Too busy making games. So true, honestly. I have to balance my streaming with making this funny little guy. Oh, and also Rari. Rari's here too.
Hello.
I made Rari's model.
It's nice.
Movement. Movement. All right. But yeah, thank you for the raid. Feel free to drop a follow if you want. And hope you have a good recovery if you need some time to take a break. Because I know streaming for a while can be take a lot out of you. Whoop. Thank you for the follow.
Always good idea to become unshrimp.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Of the Devil, Cyberpunk Ace Attorney. I've been seeing Of the Devil so much on my timeline. It's definitely on the list. But I do want to finish Ace Attorney. I did also start 1000X Resist, which is not as much of a mystery visual novel. It does still... I got to finish a lot of stuff. But yeah, Of the Devil's definitely on the list. It's up there. I have so many games my husband demands I play. Yeah. Rari, what's your games recommendations?
I don't play mystery games. Sorry. I'm just kind of here because Capcom adjacent.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You want these characters in Marvel, right?
Well, not Capcom adjacent, just straight up Capcom, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. I'm playing Monster Hunter right now.
Yeah, they should put
Brain
Miles
cells.
Edgeworth in Monster Hunter.
Actually, yeah, because they did put him in Street Fighter.
They did put him in Street Fighter.
Or Phoenix outfit, right?
Phoenix outfit, Miles reaction image,
Yeah.
and a couple of other things. Gotta bounce.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, yep.
4 a.m. Yeah.
Long streams. Yeah, that's what'll do. But yeah, definitely thank you guys so much. Hope you have a good rest of your evenings, and let's get back to it. Okay, well, it looks like she's made a whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Wait, she really didn't know that?
Are you like a fraud? World-class confectioner, my ass. Not only did she break the rules by using fake candy, she's ignorant of basic facts about her supposed craft. Miss Scone grows more mysterious by the minute. The world! Are you stupid? I think she's stupid.
What a connection to make.
Miss Scone appears to lack basic knowledge about how confectionery is created. And she says that she snuck into another entrance room for research purposes. Hardly the actions of a world-class confectioner competing for a major prize. Yeah, not how I'd picture a top pro acting. Does she maybe lack a little confidence? Or is she not actually a confectioner at all? Perhaps she had another agenda altogether. After all, we only have her word for it that she went into that room to do some research.
Wait, you mean maybe she went in there to commit a murder?
There's no way of saying so for certain just yet. But she is hiding something, that much I'm certain of. Investigation complete.
Oh, we got 2 of them.
That's enough investigating for now, don't you think? Yes, we've certainly found plenty of interest.
Shrimp to rest.
Something's been bothering me for a while now. Mr. Von Karma would have surely found the murder weapon when he searched this room. And yet he didn't arrest Miss Scone. He didn't even seem interested in questioning her. I think our first priority should be to find out what he's really up to. Detective Bad, I have a few things I'd like to ask Mr. Von Karma. Me too. Him and Scone.
How could you, Batty Bumpkin? Stop staring at me like that.
It appears Detective Bad is just as suspicious of Mr. Von Karma and Miss Scone as I am. Miss Scone, would you be so kind as to accompany us?
Of course, dear. Where are we off to?
To find Mr. Von Karma. You like how the text on her apron was backwards? Was
Gotta
it?
flip that image.
Oh, they flipped that image? Whoa. I didn't know that.
Flip.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mr. Von Karma, we'd like to speak with you if that's all right. Judging by your faces, I'm guessing you found the murder weapon. We did. It was in Miss Scone's room. Which means that Mr. Tangaroa should no longer be the only person of interest. Ha! Nonsense. It doesn't matter where the weapon was found. Tangaroa is guilty. And as long as this is my case, guilty he shall remain. How can you be so sure of Mr. Tangaroa's guilt? You have an explanation, I assume, for why the murder weapon was in Miss Scone's room? Of course I do, and I'll be delighted to share it with you. The murder weapon. Tangaroa killed Frost with one of Scone's salt lamps in order to frame her for the murder. To complete the deception, he took it back to her room once the deed was done. After all, if it had been found near the victim's body, Tangaroa would have seemed doubly suspicious. Did someone say forged evidence? Perhaps. A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon, considerably less so. And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect. The cloth, dumbass. Ah! So it's your assertion that Mr. Tangaroa took the salt lamp back to Miss Scone's room. That's a cool sprite. That's a good freakout sprite. It is indeed. But it is more than an assertion. It is a fact based on my own investigation. You mean you have proof that he did so? I don't need any such thing. What? If you have a rebuttal, I'll be happy to hear it. But I highly doubt you'll be able to fault my logic. But that's Miles' thing. He loves logic. I don't feel like talking to Von Karma any longer than I have to. This piece of shit. He's gonna murder me.
I can't believe this. Except that I can, because it happens.
Objection! It's true that the murder weapon and the blood-stained chocolate were removed from the scene of the crime. But something else remained that does point to one person in particular. Take another look at the photograph of the body, if you will. The cloth covering the victim's lower half, is that not one of the same luminous cloths we found in Miss Scone's room?
What's that, dearie? One of my lovely colorful claws at the scene of the crime, you say?
Luminous cloth. Nonsense. I see no light to speak of. Okay, you know what? I've missed Von Karma being confidently wrong about something. Right?
This is a special kind of... I guess he doesn't know how it works.
It may look like ordinary fabric at first glance, but attach one of these light-emitting devices, and the difference soon becomes apparent.
Look at his face. I don't think he was expecting that.
But the fact that the cloth can be lit up is neither here nor there. We have to show why it's important. One of the rolls of cloth from Miss Scone's room went missing. And if you look closely at the blue cloth in the picture, wouldn't you say it's clearly made of the same material, Mr. Von Karma? The salt lamp and the luminous cloth both belong to Miss Scone. And seeing as the body was wrapped in said cloth, surely even you have to admit that's suspicious. Mr. Von Karma, I think it's time to accept that a number of factors point to Miss Scone as a person of interest.
Granny Pegleg, how could you? You're accusing me of all people.
That was a really good sprite. I'm not accusing you of anything just yet, but I do think you're hiding something.
That's not...
Just to clarify. Did you forget how actually deep it was? That I can't go that low? That I need to activate a voice filter?
Yeah, this is a fucking dragon.
Objection! Just to clarify, your assertion is that both the murder weapon and the cloth were in Miss Scone's room prior to the murder. Exactly. Is something funny? Only that you've walked so carelessly into my trap! Neither the cloth nor the murder weapon were in fact in her room. So sorry to have to break it to you. What does he mean? Tangaroa spotted them before the contest began and noted that the lamps and cloths contravened the rules. He subsequently confiscated them and took them to his own room for safekeeping. What? Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost, as he had secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing, as he did, the only key. And as you now know, he was also in possession of the lamp used to commit the murder. So you see... Snap! I have had everything I need to get Tangaroa convicted all along. Well, how does it feel? To have lost to me before even setting foot in the courtroom. This can't be happening.
Wait, all of our hard work was for nothing? Miss Scone, why didn't you tell us your stuff was confiscated by Mr. Tangaroa?
Well, dear, Mannequin said that if I spilled the beans, I'd end up being the one under suspicion.
Mr. Von Karma said that?
And he wasn't wrong now, was he? You two just accused yourselves just a second ago.
Pathetic. Curse you, Von Karma. You led us to the murder weapon knowing we'd make certain assumptions as a result. One more thing, my pathetic friend. There are 2, and only 2 sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon. 2? Yes, those of Delicious Scone and Samson Tangaroa. No others were found. Tangaroa used the lamp he had confiscated to murder Frost, and was foolish enough to hide it in Scone's room without first removing his fingerprints. At this rate, no one will even need to testify. My perfect evidence will do all the talking for me as I secure his guilty verdict. Objection. But wait, what about the luminous cloth that was left behind in Mr. Tangaroa's room? What about it? He probably meant to return it after disposing of the body. I don't have enough to disprove any of what he's saying. No more pitiful objections. Then get out of my sight and close the door behind you.
Mr. E!
I'm not about to just give up. I see you mean to waste more of my time. Bad, escort them off the premises now. Hold it. This investigation is not over yet. Detective Bad? What is the meaning of this? Sorry, but I'm not in the habit of leaving cases half solved. There's still one last thing from the crime scene we haven't identified. He's right. We still have the evidence of somebody's activities to account for. We can discuss your lingering doubts at our leisure, Detective. But whatever they might be, they're no business of the defense's. I beg to differ. There's a piece of evidence I'm still not satisfied about either. And I suspect it might be the same thing that's bothering Detective Bad. What? The yet unidentified something that was left in Mr. Tangaroa's room. Ah, the seal? Really? I was gonna say the finger marks.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, there's no fingerprints on that.
That means that
Then,
whoever
yeah, they're
did it was using gloves.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something that was left. And we really haven't talked about this at all. Oh, no, it was the fingerprints? That's not what I was thinking of. Well, then I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
Okay.
It seems you're the only one who isn't satisfied here. And I assure you, there is no such thing as an unidentified piece of evidence to a Von Karma.
No! I picked the wrong thing.
They're finger marks on one of Mr. Tangaroa's creations. Supposing they belong to the murderer, it could certainly explain how their prints didn't end up on the murder weapon. How do you know so much about the crime scene? Because I let them look around. Why'd you do that? It's not fair. You let the defense examine the scene, Bad? Are you out of your mind? I don't remember you telling me not to. Insolent worm. You would do well to remember this then, Detective. That the results of your next salary review are up to me. Oof.
Detective Pad's in trouble now, too. I'm sure glad you're my boss, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you do well to remember that the results of your salary review are up to your performance here.
Jesus.
A mere attorney uncovering such a fact based on a cursory investigation.
I'm almost impressed. But it's entirely possible that those finger marks belong to Tangaroa. After all, he wore gloves while preparing his creations.
But can you prove conclusively that the finger marks are his? Furthermore, there is still something about Miss Scone that doesn't add up.
Is there? Or are you simply not prepared to admit defeat?
Oh, stop it, Greggy. Stop it, stop it. Why are you being so mean to your poor old pal, Alicia? I owned up to my nibbling poor snammy pooples, sweeties. What more do you want?
I don't want to have to make you a suspect, that much is certain. But you lied to us. And you're still not telling us everything.
Oh, Greggy, stop it. Stop bullying me.
Stop bullying me, I'll come.
Jesus Christ.
It would work. Sorry for trolling you, Rari.
Thank you, Soda.
No! There's another cheese in there too. I actually think that the Shinxes are so numerous that the cheese is getting stuck. Oh. They were in queue. They hit at the same time. Okay. I was worried they hit the Shinxes first. But no, they were just in the queue waiting to go. That's how that works. Waiting to cheese me. No, not another cheese. It's so much cheese, I can't take it. I'm just a little guy.
A little guy full of cheese.
I'm so full of cheese now. Once this is done, I'm cracking open a pizza. I'm sorry, but you don't even know the temperature whipped cream should be kept at. What kind of professional confectioner doesn't know something as fundamental as that?
I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry. I'm just a silly little muddle-headed girl. What more do you want me to say?
I don't think you're muddle-headed at all. I think that you were never a confectioner in the first place.
Enough! I'll thank you to keep your baseless accusations to yourself. Evidence is everything in a courtroom, in case you've forgotten. If you're going to accuse a witness of perjury, then I demand that you present something to back it up.
We've never seen Von Karma this close. But this isn't a courtroom, is it? Nevertheless, what proof do I have that Miss Scone doesn't know the first thing about making desserts? The fact that everything is fake. Every single one of Miss Scone's creations break the rules of the contest.
The offending items, the cloths and the lamps, were duly confiscated, as we have established. And the witness did not go and bring them back to her room herself.
Objection!
But those weren't the only rule-breaking items in her room.
What?
How I know this looks bad.
Now I know this looks bad.
Shoots you in the chest. The entire fantastical world Miss Scone created, every last bit of it, it's all just a collection of plastic models slathered in whipped cream. That cream is the only authentic confectionery in the room.
Ugh.
No real-world title contender would ever stoop so low.
Is this true bad?
Yep, saw it with my own eyes, stepped in it with my own shoes.
Did we finally convince him?
With her lies exposed like this, surely you can't continue to deny the facts. Miss Scone, your actions place you firmly on our list of suspects.
No, but no, Dad. I'm no killer.
Then why don't you finally start telling us the truth? Who are you really, and why were you tampering with your rival's work?
Oh, all right. The truth is, I'm not the adorable little cook you see before you. I'm actually a pharmacist, if you can believe it.
A pharmacist?
I think you said it perfectly.
Fair enough. I did the line read. I can't blame him for being so surprised. I was also so surprised. I explained it in the same time. This couldn't be further from what we'd imagined. So what's somebody in your line of work doing entering a contest like this one?
Well, I just love eating sweeties, if you must know.
It's for the food?
And semi-purple sweets are the best, or so they say. I just had to enter.
I guess he did just let fucking anyone into his house.
Well, you see, it's on account of her being British.
She had the hat.
Therefore, yeah, she bought the hat, and then she said, yes, I am. And then the confidence of being British, they said, yeah, sure.
I didn't mean to end up making it all the way to the final. Wait, no, there were other people that she just beat by cheating.
With plastic and whipped cream.
I didn't realize it was this deep of a contest.
Okay, well, in that case, it does make a little bit more sense as to why he'd let them into his home.
Yeah.
Even Mr. Von Karma is lost for words.
I would be too. That's it? That's the only reason you're here? Yes, dear, and it was worth it. So we bet the sweeties on the tastiest treats I ever did eat.
I'd do it again. I have no remorse. In fact, you know what? Never mind. Scratch that. I am a confectioner. I'm not a pharmacist at all. Let me keep eating. And the finger marks. Were you the one wearing the gloves?
No, that wasn't me, dear. I don't even wear gloves.
Remember, Miss Scone's fingerprints were found elsewhere in Mr. Tangaroa's other creations. I'd say that points to her not having worn any gloves.
Exactly, Lemkin. Craigie Peglegs got the right idea of the sick. I'm an innocent woman.
Is your head filled with cream too?
A little bit.
You did still commit fraud.
I mean, it was worth it. Sorry, mannequins.
You know what they say, fake it till you make it. Right, Gov? Her head may not be filled with cream, but she's certainly no master of subterfuge. Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled?
No, dear, I couldn't help myself.
I've been eating everyone's shit all day.
It's so delicious. When I finished up my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to Chiliwink's room for a little taste too.
You were in the victim's room too?
Yes, dear. Nobody was in there, you see.
And the door was unlocked. Quite possibly because the occupant was already dead.
But I could only stomach one little bite. I never tasted anything so salty in my life. So I had myself one of the tasty star bits off to the side to cleanse my palate. You have quite the sweet tooth, don't you, Miss Scone?
Indeed. What didn't she sample?
That's everything, I promise. Craigie Peggle's mannequins. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make a mess of things.
Don't put me in a pet name in the same category as Manfred. As long as what you've told us is the truth, that's all that matters in the end.
Do not think for a second that this means I myself believe you. I'm going to investigate the victim's room now. We'll see how truthful you've really been after I'm through.
Mr. Von Karma, please, let us accompany you. I think it's only fair that we be allowed to investigate the veracity of our conclusions.
Humph! Accompany me if you like, but don't think for a second you'll be permitted to conduct your own investigation.
We'd like to accompany you all the same. I feel like even though there's not a to be continued here, I feel like this is a good stopping point. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I think that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing overtime because we're doing a big move.
Oh.
Company's moving 8 headquarters, and we're not anywhere near done.
Oh no.
And it needs to be. So me and my team, we thought, we would have until literally April Fools, No, we have until the 21st to finish everything.
That's like
There are 200 people.
over. That's like a week and a half earlier. Jesus Christ.
There are. We're IT, so we have to just make sure everything's set up.
Mhm.
The only problem is that there's 3 different types of docks that are that need to be set up, and then also for some reason, client says, "Hey, even though the VGA cables work perfectly fine, and we don't do anything that actually requires DisplayPort, we should just go ahead and get everything updated.
DisplayPort.
We should just get everything updated to a modern standard, right?"
It's easier to plug in, I guess, maybe, but
I mean, it just doesn't have any real advantages because the monitors that we use, they're just 1080p 60.
yeah. But
like,
think
I
about
don't
how
understand.
much more annoying it'd be if you had to screw in every cable.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never screwed in VGA once in my life.
Couldn't be me. I love screwing in those cables.
Damn,
It makes
you
them
love
feel
screwing, huh?
secure. Weighty
That is
Dragon
true,
says
I guess.
based.
Look, I'm just saying, I would much rather have the cable fall out than maybe damaging the solder joints.
But you see, the
See,
little twisties, they're meant to be screwed in.
Well, you see, what we've also run into is a lot of the DisplayPort and cables that we've been plugging into also have that issue because they're on mounts that turn. So people have been turning them and destroying the DisplayPort
Oh my god.
connector. So we had to do a bunch of monitor replacements.
Rip.
And because they're on ARMs that are base mount compatible, we have to replace the mounting for it too.
Basically, what it sounds like is it sounds like it's worse than building an entire new office from scratch.
At least I don't have to replace the ARM.
Okay, that's fair. Well, sorry about your overtime. I certainly hope you don't die.
I will. Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Gregory Edgeworth will be there to investigate the scene afterwards and sue your employer for workplace malfeasance of some form. Surely.
No mango in the break room.
Mango down 9/11.
It's funny.
It's really good. I feel like that. I'm gonna go back and clip that.
I hate being old enough to remember 9/11.
I'm glad I don't. I'm baby.
Your streamer age.
Your wizened friend who just happens to be here.
I can help you win best guess the game, I guess.
But we don't help each other. We just do it individually. Join me, Rari. Where are we joining Taze at?
Being old? Or being wizened?
Being a wizened friend that's just here, I think.
Being a wizened friend that can help you win guess the game.
having
Having
stupid
stupid
9/11.
9/11. I think that's the current American pastime right now.
Yeah, it should be at least. Okay.
Like, definitely support the first responders. They deserve all the help that they can get.
Oh, yeah.
But also, I sure for gore.
What happened in September 2001? Oh no, I forgot. All right, let's see who's available for us to raid. Keep the train rolling. Let's raid. Oh shit! Alpharad put out his Super Mario Mon ROM hack.
Oh,
Captain
Oh,
Kid is
okay.
currently streaming a Nuzlocke of that. October is the 9th month of the year. I thought it was the 8th month. That sounds awful. The Mario Nuzlocke, the Mario Pokemon ROM hack. Yeah, he paid a lot of people to make a lot of sprites for the game.
which game was the base?
I couldn't tell you. I think probably, if I had to guess, either Fire Red or Ruby and Sapphire. Like, those are really what people do, so.
Okay, yeah, it's like that cool median of like you have enough wiggle room to do crazy stuff with it, while also not being like too much detail.
Yeah. Like, and not having too many, like, extra gimmicks from dumb handhelds like the DS.
Man, I would love to draw twice as many sprites.
Exactly.
Wiggle.
And also, like, since it just has the one screen, that's helpful. And yeah, the Pokemon games have not had one screen since Game Boy. So, I think Pokemon Too Many Types was Hoenn as well. But I think actually we're gonna no, let's raid Captain Kid. He's got the he's where I stole that Grovyle emote from for my Discord server.
Well,
Grovyle 07.
it was important.
It was.
It was for the culture.
Man,
Yeah, it's true.
a lot of the
Kid is cool.
I'm looking at this game and boy howdy, this sure is Mario Pokemon.
Let's get raiding.
All right. Kid is cool. All right. Thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out. Thank you, Rari, for taking on. What the fuck? I'm saying bye, and I get cheesed right in the middle of my fucking forehead.
Parting cheese.
Parting shot cheese.
It truly was a dark type attack.
But yeah, I feel like we took like even voices this sesh.
Yeah.
Appreciated. Friday we'll be trying to wrap up the Pokemon fave lists. Boy howdy, is that taking a while?
It's gonna be fun to make a team.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, till then, I hope everyone has a good rest of your evening. Bye. Make sure everyone posts Riolu when they get there,
Oh yeah,
because it's so
Yeah,
important.
it's so important.
But yeah, bye.